right within their clinics, including their new South St. Cloud location. Just walk in or call 257-STAT for the next available appointment. Remember, 257-STAT. Fast care, faster recovery with Ortho Direct.
Armadillo is proud to support St. John's Athletics. The most beautiful composite decking on the market, Armadillo is low maintenance, splinter-free, and backed by a limited lifetime warranty. Armadillo strives to make products that stand up to Mother Nature and the wear and tear of your lifestyle. As a preferred choice for homeowners and builders, Armadillo's durable and eco-friendly deck boards offer the elegance and warmth of natural hardwoods in a beautiful range of colors and finishes. Available locally at Matthew Hall. Armadillo, designed for beauty, made for life.
Running a profitable farm or business means doing things right the first time. The same is true for agriculture and commercial loans from a bank you can trust, like Freeport State Bank. Call or swing by to ask about competitive farm loans to meet your needs, or business loans for prosperity and peace of mind. Freeport State Bank has helped farms and businesses grow since 1908. We'd be delighted to help you too. Freeport State Bank in Freeport, New Munich, Melrose, and Greenwald. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is the Granite Logistics Johnny's Football Radio Network.
All right, welcome back to Clemens Stadium. About 2.5 minutes away from kickoff here. Picks. I like the Johnnies today in a tight one, as usual, 27-21.
I like St. John's as well. I'm going to go a little bit more of a spread. I'm going to go 31-14.
Holy cow.
And I will go Johnny's 33-23.
Charlie. Yeah, okay. We'll get his when we come back. You're listening to the Quinn Limited News pregame show.
Thank you. Today's colors are presented by the cadets of the St. John's Army ROTC Color Guard. Now we ask you to please stand and join with Dr. Axel Timer and members of the St. John's Men's Chorus as they lead us in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Participating A&W restaurants, prices may vary, tax extra.
Johnny's Football is on the air. It is a mammoth matchup in the MIAC. Undefeated teams, nationally ranked teams, top 10 programs going head-to-head. St. John's and St. Thomas. And we have the kickoff coming up here shortly. Johnny's end-to-end from the 5 to the, probably the 5 if not close to the end zone. Stretched out on the sideline as you would expect in their red jerseys, white pants. Tommy's come out of their white jerseys and their silver pants, and of course they'll have the silver helmet with the Tommy crest on it. Johnny's, of course, always going with the numbers and, of course, the names on the front. Let's pause for station identification. You are listening to Johnny's Football and the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
You've locked onto the flagship of Johnny's Athletics, AM 660, The Bear, WBHR, Sauk Rapids, St. Cloud.
had to kind of get to break there, and they were having a moment of silence for John Gagliardi. Do you have a pick for today's game, please?
Am I on the air right now?
You are on the air. You're live.
All right. I'm going to go with the Johnnies in this one. I think they're going to pull it out here today. 27-24.
Charlie working the sidelines for us and always posting video when he can at Bear Media 660.
Outstanding. If you haven't subscribed yet on Twitter, you get to see video right from game action and put some little picture behind our call.
Put you right in the action.
Yeah, right on field
right
side.
in your living room. Can watch the game.
Tyler Knutson out of Maple Grove will kick off for the Tommies. The Johnnies will get the ball, and Max Jackson and Adam Essler going back to receive. Oh, you know what? Might be changing things up here. Going to be Carter Schmidt, senior out of Germantown, Wisconsin. Maybe I misread the 2D.
Well, the fans have filled in, Mark. There is a huge crowd. People everywhere at Clemens Stadium. What a great sight.
Well over 10,000. The Tommies line up 2 by 2, like they're going on the arc. One player right behind another. They've got 5 rows. And the kicker approaching the football. And he boots it high but not deep. Essler will take it on the 1, to the 5, to the 10, looking for a lane. 15 to the 20. And he's out to the 23-yard line. So the Johnnies with a 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Special teams tackle made by Blake Weber, senior linebacker out of Prior Lake, who will stay on the field as a part of the first-string defense for St. Thomas. Jackson Erdman on the year has thrown for 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns. He's also run 23 times for 85 yards. Johnny's going to go 4 wide. Check that, 3 wide. 2 wide receivers right, and 1 to the left. 1 back in the backfield. Now Essler motions out, so it's a twins formation. Erdman, the throw, and he gets hit as he throws. He's airing it out for Galach, and he makes the catch at the 50. Galach is into Tommy territory and out of bounds on the Tommy sideline at the 42-yard line. Now Erdman got hit, but he's okay, folks. And it's a big play on first down for the Johnnies as they go deep.
Well, man-to-man coverage and absolutely no time for Jackson Erdman. He got that snap and was immediately under pressure, but luckily Will Galach beat the corner right off the line of scrimmage, got deep, and Jackson Erdman put the ball on the money.
35-yard completion. Erdman back to pass again, throws, and it's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. He had Galach open in the flat. It'll be 2nd down at 10 for the 42-yard line of St. Thomas. Brian. Johnny Football is brought to you by Bank Vista. Fall's a great time to buy a home. Bank Vista is the winning team to get you going. Go to bankvista.com to get started. Bank Smart, Bank Local, Bank Vista, member FDIC.
And we talked about that blitzing scheme, and that play was a blitz, and somebody came unblocked and was able to get his hands up into Jackson Erdman's throwing lane, and the ball deflected incomplete.
Erdman is 6'4", so they had to get up kind of high. I formation here. 2nd and 10 for the 42. The give is to Essler. Essler almost tripped up in the backfield. Inside the 40, down to about the 37-yard line. They had a blitzing linebacker, Blake Weber, kind of tripped him up at a nice gain of 5 yards on 2nd down.
Yeah, excellent job by Adam Essler to avoid that falling blitzing linebacker coming through a gap, and Essler avoided him and got into that next level of the Tommy defense, setting up 3rd and relatively manageable for St. John's, 3rd and 6.
3rd down at 6. We'll call it the 38. We're a minute in, no score. Johnny's marching toward the Palestra end of the field. They go empty backfield here. Erdman getting the snap, blitz is on, and Hugh will throw, and there's a trip there and a penalty flag. And that time, Joey Eckhoff was locked up man-on-man coverage, and he either got pushed to the ground or tripped. So we're going to have a penalty here against St. Thomas. And again, Erdman had a rusher right in his face.
I'm not sure it's going to be on St. Thomas, Mark. I saw the official point the direction of St. John, so maybe the official is ruling Joey Eckhoff pushed off. Nope.
You are wrong, but that's okay.
Happy to be wrong.
I love you anyway.
Happy, yes, happy. Very happy. He's right.
Glenn Caruso is not happy about the call, and he's saying,
well, he got one last year when Evan Clark totally got decleated, and that should have been called. So he needs to settle down and coach his team. 13:45 to go in the first quarter. Johnny's on the march. They have it 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line. Johnnies are late running Eckhoff out of the field. Apparently they're a man short. Eckhoff getting the play call. And the clock is at 13. 2 wide receivers left, one to the right. Split backs to the backfield, either side of Erdman. Max protect. Erdman's got time to throw, and it's caught by Gagliardi inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line. And he was pulled down on the play by Jordan Lundell, the free safety out of Cannon Falls.
And a good sign there because the Johnnies provided a clean pocket for Jackson Erdman to step up. Gagliardi was the slot receiver on the left side, the near side of the field, and it's just man-to-man coverage, and he runs a nice route to get open. Jackson Erdman, plenty of time to step into the throw, puts it right on him. Johnnies have it 1st and 10 in the red zone.
1st and 10 inside the Gittleton Chevrolet red zone. Find new roads at Gittleton Chevrolet. Ogier, wing back left, I formation. Barber dots the eye, gets the call, the ball, and plows ahead. Still keeps those legs churning. He maybe got a yard, if that. And it's going to be 2nd down and long for St. John's as he gained about a yard.
It's that power play off the right side, so the fullback, Nick Jensen, leads up on the defensive end. Kai Barber running behind him, tries to get in that hole, but the pursuit came from the inside, so the Johnnies have to do a better job of sealing off that inside so they can get off tackle.
2nd and 10, no gain from the 13. Johnnies in Tommy territory. 3 wide receivers left. They show blitz from the left side. They're loading up. They're coming. Erdman looks right to Strike into the end zone, and he overthrew him by a ton. And then Strike is kind of hooked up with one of the Tommy defensive backs. It'll be 3rd down and long for the Johnnies in the Gittleton Chevrolet red zone.
And St. John's might have missed an opportunity. Right, Will Gagliardi was uncovered just to rise up and throw that ball to him. The cover man was the inside linebacker. He had to come a ways to get to Gagliardi. And so look for St. John's maybe to come back to that, as Will was open early.
That was an old staple of the Gagliardi offensive attack. You got an uncovered guy, get him the ball right away.
Right now, that's right.
Backs to either side of Erdman. 3rd and 10 from the 13. 2 wide receivers left. Erdman looking left, throwing. He's got a man. Van Erp inside the 5, and he's down to the 4-yard line. Going to be close. Depends on the spot.
They're not giving it to him.
No, 4th down.
All right, so big decision here for Coach Gary Foshing. It is 4th down and 1. Nobody this year has run a play from inside the Tommy 10, and the Johnny offensive line is staying out there.
Yep, and Tommy O.J. is checking into the game, and that means that H-back formation for St. John's. Jackson Erdman comes over and gets the play from the sideline.
4th down and 1 from the 4. 12 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Keep playing the game up here right now. I formation, Essler dots the I. Erdman hands it off to the fullback, and I don't know. He got a lousy spot.
I don't know about that, Mark, but he didn't get the 1st down. There was no push. St. John's has used that fullback and in the last game, and the Tommies were ready for that up-back handoff to Kai Barber. So the Johnnies get down close, go for it on 4th down, but are held short of the yard to gain.
Yeah, they lost yardage on the play, actually.
Very disappointing for an offensive line group that was much heralded.
Well, don't be so disappointed, Mark. It was a really nice drive by St. John's to get down in scoring territory. A bold call by Coach Foshing.
And the Tommies start with a handoff, and the Johnnies are able to stop it after about a 3-yard gain. There's a push. Josh Parks getting the carry. Johnny Football is brought to you by All-Star Trophy and Awards. Custom awards and trophies that make everyone feel like a champion. Marty, Derek, and the staff at All-Star Trophy and Awards in St. Cloud will customize an award to your needs. Bulk orders turned around in no time. Call All-Star Trophy and Awards at 320-259-6347 or online at allstartrophy.mn.com. 2 tight end setup for the Tommies. Slavic and Finn. I formation once again. Foley, the fullback. They give it to Parks. Parks trying to get to the outside. Cuts back over the 10, 15. He's going to score. Johnny's overran the play, and Parks is going to take it 92 yards. And just like that, Tommy Nation is on their feet with a 6-0 lead because the Johnnies overran the play and he found a lane.
Yeah, it's just a trap play. So the left guard for St. Thomas is pulling off to the right. Straight ahead run. The Johnnies run the exact same play with that fullback leading up too. And Josh Parks made a great cut back. And the Johnny defender, and I didn't catch the number, who was there in the hole, kind of fell to his knees. Parks broke that tackle. The backside pursuit was not there, and Parks takes it the distance, and Tommy score first here.
Extra point upcoming. And it is up, and it is good. 7-0 St. Thomas here in the early going. We'll take a break. Momentum totally on the side of the purple on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Hey man, we're going out to grab a bite. You in? I wish. I don't get paid till Friday though, so I'm on the ramen noodle diet. Were you on the ramen noodle diet last week? Yeah, it's been a rough month. I can see that.
We know you're on a tight budget. That's why Central Minnesota Credit Union offers free checking with no minimum balance. Pair your free checking account with a free Johnnies or St. Benedict branded CMCU debit card. That's a lot of free.
Free sounds like something I can afford right now.
Central Minnesota Credit Union, centered on you. Federally insured by NCUA.
The most beautiful composite decking on the market, Armadillo is proud to support St. John's Athletics. Armadillo is the ultimate choice for low-maintenance, high-performance composite decking and carries a limited lifetime warranty. Armadillo strives to make products that stand up to Mother Nature and the wear and tear of your lifestyle. Each deck board offers a perfect blend of color and texture, adding exquisite detail and character for the most beautiful decking on the market. Available locally at Matthew Hall. Armadillo, designed for beauty, made for life.
Jackson and Essler back to return their second kickoff today. 10:59 to go in the opening quarter. Josh Parks' 92-yard run, longest the Johnnies have given up this year, puts St. Thomas on the board, 7-0. Short kick. Essler will take it on the 7. Essler to the 10. Up the left sideline. 20. Got a lane. 25, 30. Essler 35. Bumped out of bounds by the kicker. And about the 34-yard line. That's where the Johnnies will start first and 10. And they did have a good drive, but it ended with a less than stellar result, giving it up on downs inside the 5.
Really fortunate that kick came to the near sideline because that's where the blocking was, so the Johnnies had that advantage, and Adam Essler with a great return gets it out over the 30-yard line all the way to the 34. First and 10, St. John's trailing 7-0.
Two tight end setup, and the give is to Udoibach, and Udoibach is tripped up after half-yard gain.
The Johnnies go with ace formation there, so two tight ends, two receivers, both off the line. They just run straight ahead zone blocking, and just not quite enough push as Udoibach gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage.
By the nose tackle, Jake Levon. So they couldn't even create enough space to move the nose tackle off the line. Second down and 9. Yeah, 10:27 to go.
St. Thomas is a very good team. They have good players. So
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Two wide receivers to the right. And they run it again. And this time, tackled after a 2-yard gain is Kenny Udoibach as the Tommy Speed cut down the angle there, and he's pulled down by the backside linebacker, Mark Dowdell. 3rd and long upcoming for St. John's.
So St. John's started the first series with a long pass over the top to Galach. Had a couple other completed passes. Now this series they've gone to the running game, and St. Thomas equal to the task as they're stopping St. John's for short gains.
3rd down and 7 from the 36. Johnnies have not converted a 3rd down against St. Thomas since 2 games ago. Erdman facing a blitz. He louts it off for Galach, makes the catch. He's got a 1st down. He's inside Tommy territory at the 41-yard line. Beautiful rainbow throw by Erdman. Again, he was under pressure.
Yeah, the Tommies sent 5 that time, but again, the Johnny protection holds up just enough for Jackson Erdman to drop in the fade pattern over the top to Will Galach, who has it. Tommy Oje also on that side of the field lined up, was open in the seam too. So the Johnny receivers are getting some separation from the Tommy corners.
Van Erp and Eckhoff wide to the right. Galach split left on the numbers on the near side. Ball spotted on the near hash. Running backs, 1 to each side of Erdman. 1st and 10. He'll throw. Got plenty of time. Rolling to his left. Now needs to get rid of it. Does. Incomplete. Goes off of Tommy, I thought.
Off his helmet.
Yeah, and one of the Johnnies was falling down, and a couple of our coaches wanted a flag, but they didn't get one. 2nd and 10 upcoming to the 41 of St. Thomas. Johnnies trailing 7-0.
Yeah, the Johnnies put in a 2-back set, Udoivak and Kai Barber as the backs, and they both stayed in, so max protection. Jackson Erdman looking for Will Galach all the way, even scrambled a little to his left, but outstanding coverage by the Tommies. Galach couldn't get free. 2nd and 10 coming.
Galach and Van Erp split wide to the right. Ball spotted at the St. Thomas 41. Beckhoff split left. And we had movement. Yeah, somebody moved for St. John's early, and that'll cost them 5. So instead of 2nd and 10, it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 46-yard line. Johnny Football is brought to you by Fisher's Club, home of the best walleye dinner in Minnesota. Avon is where they're located, Fisher's Club. Walleyes aren't the only thing on the menu. Sandwiches, burgers, dinners, ribs, seafood, steak, complimented by a full bar featuring 10 beers on tap. Go to fishersclub.com for the full menu and offerings. Call 320-356-7372. Fisher's Club, just down the road from Collegeville. See you there.
Yeah, we talked about that, Mark. These pre-snap penalties for St. John's. They hurt them last year in their 2 losses. Hopefully it doesn't become a problem today.
2nd and 15. Blitz is on. They set up the screen. The ball is tipped into the air and intercepted. Intercepted by a Tommy defensive lineman. Erdman couldn't get enough underneath it to get it to Van Erp, who was running a wide receiver screen, and boy, he was going to be able to run because St. Thomas had come all the way up the field with their defensive line, but somebody got a hand on it, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, and good job by the Tommies, because when you break in there, you want to have your hands up to do something against that screen pass. Well done by the Tommy defensive linemen to have their hands up so that ball gets tipped up in the air. There's more white jerseys there, and the Tommies force a turnover and have it just outside of midfield.
8:34 to go. Johnny's trailing 7-0, and the Tommies have it at the 49, their own. Wide receivers each way, 2 tight ends set up, 1 back is Parks. Parks gets the call. He's got a big seam. 45 down to the Johnny 40-yard line. He gained 11 yards before Lacoste and Jackson combined to trip him up. Otherwise, he might have scored again.
Yeah, just straight ahead zone blocking. So everybody on that left side's taking a step to his left, trying to get movement on the guy in front of him. That's the zone blocking scheme. Parks just looks for the opening, picks it out as his experience will do, and has a 10-yard gain, 1st and 10 for the Tommies at the Johnny 40.
2 wide receivers right, tight ends. To the right is Slavic. Now they send a man in motion, Green, to the left. Hara going to throw here, throws it short, the ball's batted down. That time the Johnny defense got one. Ted Kalina, I think, got a piece of that ball, making it 2nd down and 10 from the Johnny 40. 7:57 to go in the opening quarter. Tackle Cancer Saturday. Lots of red, lots of purple here as the Tommies and Johnnies go head-to-head.
Yeah, you have 1, 2, about 2.5 sections of purple in this crowd, and then the vast, vast majority is, of course, Johnny Red.
Vinny Pelini wide to the left. 2 tight ends set up once again. Jackson Finn motions to the right side of the formation. I formation. And they're going to give it to the up back, and the Johnnies meet him in the backfield. Nathan Brinker and Richard Caribou. And Lacoste combine on the stop. It's going to be a loss of 3 and set up the Tommies in 3rd down and long.
Good sign for St. John's. They've won the last 2 plays, their defense, after that shaky start. So let's see if the Johnnies can hold here again and at least force a punt after the turnover.
I think if I were Glenn Caruso, the way your defense has been playing, I'd be in 2-down territory.
Well,
2 wide receivers left, Green and Pelini. I formation, Parks dots the I. 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 13 from the Johnny 43-yard line. Parra going to pass. Got time. And he's going to lob it. And he's got a man wide open. Green makes the catch inside the 25. You don't need 2 plays when he's running that wide open. He'll move it down to the Johnny 20-yard line, a gain of 23.
Yeah, Green was just a slot receiver on the inside, and he just runs down the field, fakes like he's going to go to the post, and then comes back to the out. Plenty of time for Parr to pick him out and deliver a strike. He's the leading passer in Division III football, percentage-wise, and he throws a strike there to set up the Tommies in the red zone.
All right, 1st down and 10. Tommies break the huddle late, run to the line of scrimmage, and they go toss sweep to Parks. Parks turns back inside. Johnnies are there to meet him at the 19-yard line. Great job at that time coming up, turning that play back inside. Sam Marshall. Boy, Nathan Brinker just got hammered on the play. He wound up at the 11-yard line, 9 yards downfield. Not good. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Tommies.
6:40 left in the first quarter. Clock moving here. Tommies scored on a big play their first possession. Now they put together a nice drive. Have it 2nd and 9 on the Johnny 19-yard line.
Taking advantage of a Johnny turnover. Jack Para in the pistol, the Roseville product, transfer. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Para looking. He's going to throw short. Pass is caught. And a nice tackle there by Chris Harris on Vinny Pellini. Kept him from getting a first down, but he gets forward progress to the 15-yard line, setting up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, stop pattern that time, short set by the quarterback, so it's a timing route, and Pellini just hooks up at about 6 yards. The ball's already in the air. Harris does a nice job to come up and make the tackle, setting up 3rd and 5 for the Tommies.
7-0 St. Thomas. Again, they're going to run and break the huddle. The center's already there, ready to snap the ball. I formation. Play fake to Parks. Para's going to throw, looking to throw back. He's under pressure, and he's going to throw towards the end zone and incomplete. So it is 4th down and 5 from the 15. Is Glenn Caruso a gambler, or is he going to take the points? Apparently take the points. He brings out his kicker, Tyler Knudsen, out of Maple Grove.
Yeah, I think that was a real good play by Jock Para there to avoid the rush. He kind of stiff-armed the oncoming Johnny lineman and was able to escape him and get out to the right to get that ball through the end zone and incomplete. So Johnny's defense does hold a moral victory here, holding the Tommies to a field goal attempt.
All right, so from the far hash, it'll be a 32-yard attempt by Tyler Knudsen. It's a fake. It's a fake. Green's going to throws back. He's got a man open. He can't make the catch. And the ball is picked up by Lacoste, but it's an incomplete pass intended for the tight end, Grant Slavic. So the Johnnies not only defend the field goal, but they also get the ball back.
And they were ready for that, Mark. Great coverage that play by Lacasse and Westby, both all over that receiver. The ball was well thrown by the holder. He's a backup quarterback, but even if the catch would have been made, he would have been short of the first down, and as it was, the Johnnies were there to knock the ball away with a hard hit. So great job by the Johnny D to stiffen.
All right, Johnny's now deep in their own end. 1st and 10 for the 15. Eckhoff wide to the right. Galach, nope, now Galach is going to go wide to the right. Eckhoff's going to wind up in the slot on the left side. Play clock at 14. Now Essler motions out of the backfield to the right side of the formation. Erdman gets the snap. 6-man rush. Pass thrown incomplete. Boy, if he could have held onto it for a little bit longer, he had Essler up the sideline wide open.
Yeah, we're seeing St. John's do some different things here with their formations and even some late motions to empty. And that time, for the first time, really Jackson was just way off on the throw.
Johnny Football is brought to you by City Auto Glass. Over 20 years they're serving St. Cloud and all of central Minnesota. Make auto glass replacement or repair easy. Call City Auto Glass, Minnesota's leader in the safe installation of auto glass. A shop in St. Cloud, mobile service everywhere. Go to cityautoglass.com for more information. Wing back left, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 to either side of Erdman on 2nd and 10 for the 15. Johnny's going to run the ball out of this formation, and they get about 2 or 3 yards. And Essler exchanging Christmas card information with Michael Frankel. Adam Brandt, linebacker out of Maple Grove. They got into it, John, a little bit. 3rd down and long upcoming here for St. John's.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 for St. John's. They continue to work that running game, which you have to do. You have to make those linebackers respected so they just can't come flying in on your quarterback.
5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Johnny's trail 7-0. 3rd and 7 from their 18. Erdman all alone in the backfield. 2 wides each side. Blitz is on. Erdman steps up, throws right side. Pass caught. First down. On over the 25 to the 27-yard line. Joey Eckhoff making the catch right in front of the cornerback, Sam Garrity out of Blaine.
And I really like the way the Johnny offensive line is giving Erdman pressure. It seems a lot better
time, not pressure.
Or protecting him from the pressure, giving him time. Seems a lot different than last year. We've had a couple times where the Tommy blitz has gotten there, but several times where the Johnny offensive line has held up.
2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Erdman starts a man in motion. That's Galach who motions into the backfield. And play fake. Rolling right is Erdman, throwing it down the sideline for Eckhoff. Makes a beautiful catch up against the Tommy sideline, and he's inside the 40. They're calling it a catch at the 39-yard line before he got wrapped up. And he had Garrity all over him. Boy, they're really going to Garrity. They must have found the weak spot.
Yeah, and a great job by Joey Eckhoff, high-pointing that ball, meaning getting up there and catching at the highest point. A rocket throw from Erdman right on the button, and Eckhoff, perfectly timed vertical jump, gets up there. The Johnnies have it 1st and 10 in Tommy territory.
5 wide here. 3 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Erdman throwing left side, pass caught. And it's Van Erp this time, our Johnny in the spotlight. He's inside the 40, down to about the 37-yard line, a gain of 3. 3:50 to go in the opening quarter. Johnnies trail 7-0 after driving into the Tommy end and turning it over on downs at the 4 when they couldn't pick up a half yard, and then watching Josh Parks go 92 yards and give St. Thomas the early lead.
Absolutely, but St. John's is Jackson Erdman. He has been throwing the football well. He's 6 of 11 for 121 yards already in this first quarter, so the Johnnies moving the football, but definitely need to capitalize.
That stat update brought to you by Schlenner, Wenner & Company. They work with people, not just numbers. 2nd and 6 from the 36-yard line. 4 wide receivers right, 1 to left. Erdman pump fake, looking left, now looking to run. Erdman, 35. Erdman gets out of bounds. I don't know that he got the first down. I was kind of hoping he'd get to the 30. He got chased out of bounds by Blake Weber, the linebacker from Prior Lake. Looks like he's going to be about 3 yards short.
Yeah, and a game of inches, too, because right when Jackson pulled that ball down, Andrew Van Erp came wide open across the middle, but Jackson had already committed to the run and picks up what he can, making a positive play, and 3rd and 3 coming for the Johnnies.
Another big play here, 2:55 to go in the opening quarter. Johnny sent Ogier, wing back to the right. Van Erp and Eckhoff are split right. Now they motion Essler out of the backfield. Erdman going to throw on 3rd and short. He's got a man. Got a first down and more. Galach inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 10 and sets the Johnnies up 1st and 10 just outside the Gilliland Chevrolet red zone.
Well, these formations are causing some confusion with St. Thomas. Essler's doing a good job motioning it out of the backfield and drawing the protection or the defense to his side.
1st and 10 for the 24. 5 wide. Erdman stepping up in the pocket. Has time. Rolling to his left. Going to throw towards the end zone into coverage. Incomplete. Boy, that guy was as sealed off as you can be. Again, lucky another interception wasn't thrown. He's got one today. And great coverage by the Tommy defensive back there.
The would-be receiver was Tommy Ogier, and he was beyond that linebacker or safety who was on him. But that's what the Tommies would want, because he's using the end zone, the end line, as another defender. So he gets in that throwing lane, well defended by the Tommies.
2nd and 10 for the Tommy 24. Erdman with a back to his right. Now they send the 2 tight ends, Strite and Ogier, to the right side of the formation. Galach comes in motion to the backfield. They'll hand the ball to him on a jet sweep, and the Tommies are there. And Galach gets pummeled at the 24-yard line. No gain. No push, no gain.
Yeah, well defended by St. Thomas. The Johnnies, with some late shifting, try and get the advantage to outflank St. Thomas, but they're there. And so the necessary blocking wasn't for Will Galach. 3rd and long coming for the Johnnies.
Dowdell was there on the tackle. 3rd and 10 for the 24. Minute 50 left to go. We're right at the edge of field goal range for our fine kicker, Zach Barwick. 3 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 10 for the Tommy 24. They're loading up on the left side of the Johnny line. Erdman rolling to the right, going to throw, and he's got a man. He's got a first down inside the 15 at the yard line. Boy, pitch and catch all day long for Jackson Erdman. He's finding guys open. And nice job there by Jarrett Strite to hold on to the football at the 11 for a first down and a gain of 13.
Well, Mark was right. The pressure was coming from Jackson Erdman's left side, so he rolled out to the right, found some time over there, didn't commit to the run too early that time, and Jarrett Strite walled off the defender, giving him him being Jackson Erdman a really good target to throw to. The Johnnies have it 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Erdman with Kai Barber to his right. And he's going to hand it off to Barber. He's got a lane inside the 10. Barber to the 5. Barber into the end zone. Somersault. Touchdown, Johnny.
Inside zone read that time by the Johnnies. They have Jackson Erdman reading that defense, eventually giving it to Kai Barber, and the blocking on the left side from Rude and from Barch. Excellent. Tommy Ogier over there as well. Kai Barber end over end into the end zone, and the Johnnies are a point away from tying it.
Kai Barber, his toughest touchdown run of the year, his 5th scoring run of the year. He had the clincher against Bethel. If Westby was the dagger, that was the clincher. Barwick on for the extra point. The hold it's blocked. The ball is live. Not picked up by St. Thomas. And the Johnnies trail 7-6. We'll take a break. This is Johnnies Football.
The Johnnies Football Radio Network is presented by Granite Logistics.
No matter the room you're trying to outfit in your home, Happy Sleeper Furniture of Wade Park can help you express your style. If you're looking for a new bedroom set, they can make you totally comfortable in your happy place. When it comes to the living room, they have everything from leather sectionals to power lift chairs. Or if you're redoing your dining room, they have a great variety to choose from. Pub tables, pedestal, or drop leaf tables. Happy Sleeper Furniture in Wade Park. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 12 to 5.
Happy Sleeper.
Sleep happy, shop Happy Sleeper. Great River Bowl and Partners Pub has always been bowling and a whole lot more. The more right now? How about Partners Pub? Newly remodeled Partners Pub, and it looks great. It's ready for your company party, anniversary party, or special event. They've got great happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 and Monday through Thursday night 9 to 11. They've got a new menu with some great new items as well as new signature drinks. Great River Bowl and Partners Pub and the new look Partners Pub. When they say bowling and a whole lot more, they mean it.
Vinny Collini on the return out to the St. Thomas 21-yard line. Let's recap that scoring drive. Kai Barber, 11-yard touchdown run. The kick was blocked. 11 plays, 85 yards, and 4:43. That scoring drive brought to you by Cathedral High School. The right school does make a difference. 44 seconds. Trail 7-6. The rest of the scoreboard, Mike? Yeah, go ahead if you got time to run it out.
Quickly, 14, only 0. 7, Gustavus 14-0 over Hamlin.
Parks trying to get outside, cutting back against. Went around left. That time, the Johnnies, who gave up their first rushing touch of the year to Parks, 90. Tommy score of about 5.
Had touchdown. Some backside guys maybe slowing down just a little bit too early, and when Parks broke free, then there was nobody there.
Tommy's run to the line out of the huddle. One wide receiver to the right. And play fake. Hard going to throw. He's going to get hit from the backside, and he's going to get sacked. Is that Sam Marshall? No, it's Chris Harris coming on the corner blitz. And he locks down Pear to end the first quarter. 7-6 Tommy. We'll take a break on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Welcome to Wells Fargo.
So we love those home improvement shows.
They'll do these great renovations,
but never talk about how to finance them.
Mm-hmm. Well, our My Credit Options Guide tool can help. It gives you a customized comparison based on the information you provide to help you discover which credit options might be right for you.
At last.
A better kitchen.
Wells Fargo is building better every day with a new way to compare credit options. My Credit Options Guide is not a credit application or meant to be a denial or approval of credit. Regardless of the results of the assessment, you may still apply for any of our credit products. Wells Fargo Bank and A, member FDIC.
Granite Logistics is crushing it, and we need your help to keep growing. Hi, this is Pat Lynch, president of Granite Logistics. We're having an amazing year and hitting milestones we could only dream of. We offer outstanding pay and benefits, but most importantly, a workplace where culture matters. If you're looking to be a part of something meaningful, join us as we build one of Minnesota's next great growth companies. You may apply online at granite-logistics.com. That's granite-logistics.com.
We're trying to come back. All right, start of the second quarter in Collegeville. St. John's trailing St. Thomas 7-6. Tommies have the ball, and they have third down and 11 from their own 20. Crowd trying to get behind. Johnny Nation trying to get behind the Tommies. Parra to throw here. He'll throw it onto the flat. Pass caught by Parks. Parks up the sideline. Out of bounds, short of a first down. Good pursuit angle that time by Lacoste. He did get away from the guy who was supposed to pick him up, but it's going to be fourth down now, is it not? Fourth down and short.
Yeah, fourth and about a yard.
Oh, my. Maybe Glenn Caruso might go for it. Boy, you got more than it's going to be fourth and 2.
Yep.
29 to 31's the line to make. Caruso's gambled once. Now he's going to bring his punt team on late.
Yeah, you can always line up the line of scrimmage and try and draw the opponent off sides. Glenn Caruso decides not to, or maybe decides to try and do that out of punt formation.
Yeah, he could. He could snap it to the up back, that's for sure. Anything is possible. Got to be aware of everything. Matt Mitchell, the linebacker, is the guy. Ooh, the Giants could have got to that. Jackson lets it hang up, makes the fair catch at the 40-yard line. Johnny's had a couple of guys break through but didn't get to the football. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line.
Well, here's where St. John's has an opportunity to take control of the game. They score, then they get great kickoff coverage and a sack against St. Thomas. So the Johnnies force a 3-and-out for the Tommies and then get the football right back. Let's see if the Johnnies can get some points on the board and take the lead here. Trailing 7-6, 14-20 remaining in the first half.
All right. I want to thank Dave Washburn, our fine studio control operator, our producer. Told me we had a little issue, so we reconnected. 1st and 10 for the 41. Erdman's going to throw. Under pressure. Airs it out left side. Way overthrows his intended receiver, Jared Strite. And Erdman, again, getting up as Dowdell knocked him down.
Yep, it's a little bit of a run formation that time, and then Strite's going to run a wheel pattern, but Jared could not get free of that outside linebacker. Excellent coverage on that far side of the field, and a good throw away by Jackson Erdman. Sometimes you just have to play to live another day.
All right, so it is 2nd down and 10. The ball at their own 41, St. John's own 41. Johnnies come with 2 backs either side of Erdman. Wing back to the right, wide receivers each way. Erdman's going to carry it himself. And he's looking for running room. 45, tackled ahead to the 47-yard line. Boy, if Tommy Ogier hadn't fallen down, he might have gained a 1st down there. As it is, the gain of 6, setting up 3rd down and a manageable about 3 to 4 yards for St. John's, running to the short side of the field.
Tommy Ogier got tripped up twice, and that's why he ended up in such close relation to Jackson Erdman, and it eventually fell down right in front of Jackson, who could not keep his footing then. But as it is, another positive play for St. John's. 3rd and 4 coming.
Johnny's 4 for 5 on 3rd down coming out of the first quarter. Our stat report brought to you by Schlenner, Wenner & Company. They work with people, not just numbers. 3rd and 4 from their own 47. Erdman waiting to snap. Blitz is on. He's got to throw quickly. Airs it out. He's got a man open. The catch is made by Eckler. He's inside Tommy territory, and they're going to mark him out of bounds. Let's see. At about the 23-yard line. That's a huge play on 3rd down as it gains 26.
Wow, what a perfectly thrown ball by Jackson Erdman. And again, the Johnny coaches have found something here using Essler as a receiver, motioning out of the backfield or just lining him up.
1st and 10 for the Tommy 23. Erdman going to the end zone for Eckhoff. He jumps, makes the catch, and does he have it? No, incomplete. And Eckhoff came down, and he's hurt. Let's take a...
I think he maybe is landed on the football or landed hard on something where it takes the wind out of you. But
all right,
Joey Eckhoff again going up high. That ball just slightly underthrown, so he stopped, jumped as high as he could, but the Tommies got there to knock it away.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Tommy 23. Johnny Football brought to you by Wimmer Opticians. 60 years serving St. Cloud area's eye care needs. Your one stop for eye care with a personal touch. Exams, contacts, glasses. Free parking available. Wimmer Opticians, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays, 8 to noon Saturday, 901 West St. Germain. They salute all the seniors of this year's Johnny team. Fake to Essler, throwing the slant. Galach drops it. Hit him right on the hands. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 10 for the 23-yard line, and Galach was a one-on-one with a defensive back, and he had a step. Actually, it was one of the linebackers, Adam Brandt. And he had a step on him, and if he could have held on to that football, he at least had a 1st down.
Yeah, excellent throw by Jackson Erdman. Play action pass that time. The ball faked, or the run fake happens, and then Galach is just doing that skinny post. Erdman with the perfect pass, but Will could not hold on.
All right, 3rd down at 10 for the Tommy 23. 13:03 to go in the first half. Johnny's trail 7-6. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Blitz is on up the A-gap. Erdman steps up. He's going to throw, and incomplete. Ogier got held down the sideline and no flag. Tommy's got away with one there. Ogier definitely had his forward progress hampered by Dowdell and another Tommy defender on that side of the field. The Johnny will go for the field goal.
You know, Mike, the official threw his hat.
This
so
just means somebody stepped out of bounds. It would be the offense that stepped out of bounds.
And that maybe is why.
Yep.
There's no penalty flag.
Yep.
Well, did he step out of bounds because he was forced out of bounds?
Well, we can assume the official's wrong, I guess.
I have not been on him. It is a 40-yard field goal out of the hold of Backus. And the kick is blocked, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by St. Thomas. And Barwick with a save, and the ball is fumbled. They're going to say the ball was down? Of course they are.
Chris Backus on the recovery, but
Chris has the football.
The Johnnies want the ball, but they say the runner was down by contact 4.
He was.
Again, the Johnnies cannot block on an extra point or kick.
It's definitely been a struggle for them. It's the third kick they've had blocked, 2 in this game. So Johnnies have to shore up that protection.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Tommies. Just when St. John's was in position to grab a little momentum here.
They have a lot of momentum, though, in this game, but the Tommies certainly making the plays on the special teams.
2 wide receivers. Now the Johnnies, as Parks goes in motion, almost jump. Throw into the flat. Parks with it. Bobbles it, and it's intercepted. It is intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Sam Westby, the reigning defensive player of the week, has it go off Parks' hands right into his own.
Yeah.
Little Johnny Magic.
So the Tommies are just running a swing pattern with Parks. He's lined up in the backfield. He runs a flare pattern to the outside. Parra throws a perfect pass to Parks, but he's looking up and kind of sees the cornerback there and bobbles the football, and it gets away from him. Sam Westby just quickly dives, makes the diving interception, and the Johnnies have momentum right back on their side.
All right, so the turnovers are even at 1. Now do you go for the jugular? 1st and 10 for the 35. Do you take a shot at the end zone, or do you start with a safer play?
Boy, St. John's has done a good job moving the football today, especially through the air. So some creative offensive formations here have gotten the Tommies on their heels a little bit.
Udoybach's the running back next to Erdman, and he's going to get the handoff, and he goes nowhere. Boy, got to figure out how to run the ball. Blake Weber with the tackle as he got into the backfield. Udoybach falls for a yard. I know they scored on a running play, Brian, but just not anything consistent. 2 to 3 yards would be helpful.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mark. But the Tommies have really good players, and they have an attacking scheme. So there are going to be free runners in there, which hopefully sets other things up as you're calling plays.
3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left, 1 back of the backfield. Again is Udoybach. Erdman gets the snap on 2nd and long. Blitz is on, and Erdman is going to throw the ball towards the end zone. He's got a man there, and he can't get to it. And that was Strite, and Strite again, I think, I don't know if he quit and then started to try to catch up, because Erdman, give him all the credit in the world. He was under immense pressure, and he kept his feet, and he was able to get the ball out of there.
Yeah, and I think he's feeling it a little bit in his shoulder on his left side, but he did a good job. We saw the same thing at St. Olaf, where he was able to escape and then look deep to Strite. And Strite had stop mark, so he didn't have any forward momentum to get to that football. Jackson threw it, leading him toward the pylon.
3rd and 9 for the 34, and the Johnnies are definitely in 2-down territory here. There's no way a field goal from this range. 3rd and 9 for the 34. Johnny's on the Tommy 34. Erdman throws short. He's got a man open. It's 1st down yardage and more. Inside the 20. And down to the 15-yard line is Will Galatch. He is the man who can work against this Tommy coverage without a problem. And he takes it for 19 yards.
Just the combination routes of Galatch. That time was the outside receiver. He's running the shallow cross. The clear-out pattern run by Strite. Nice job by Erdman.
Tommies leave a man wide open. It's Van Erp, and they're going to throw short. Eckhoff, the catch, the 10. And he's going to go down right there. Brandt was the tackler. Boy, they had Van Erp again wide open. Nobody on him, Brian.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of waiting for that stand up and throw, hitting the guy. And we've seen guys hitting the ear hole on that play. It'll be 2nd down. They gained about 4. 2nd and 7 for the 11.
Nice job by Jackson Erdman again, picking out that open receiver. It's Eckhoff early, and Joey tried to cut back, and unfortunately he stopped his momentum. Instead of, had he gone straight toward the south that time, he would have picked up more yards.
Inside the Gilliland Chevrolet red zone, find new roads at Gilliland Chevrolet in St. Cloud. 3 wide receivers left on 2nd and 7 from the 11. They throw the screen to Galatch to the 5. Galatch to the end zone. He's out of bounds at the 1. Maybe the 2. Will Galatch. They set him up. Great blocking by the Johnny receiving corps. And he gains yardage down to the 1-yard line. A pickup of 10. The Johnnies are operating 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, had Joey Eckhoff been able to maintain his block just a little longer, that would have been a touchdown. But Andrew Van Erp, an absolutely great block on the outside, took his guy out right at the waist, and that allowed Galach to get around the corner.
Johnnies bring on the extra defensive lineman, Peter Olson out of Maple Grove. I formation, Barber the up back, Udoybach the deep back, and they give us to Barber, and he tries to back his way into the end zone. He's down to like the 1-inch line. It'll be second and goal from the 1. 10:18 to go in the second quarter. Johnnies are trailing 7-6. Johnny Football is brought to you by All-Star Trophy and Awards. Your recipients will be over the moon when they receive one of our beautifully crafted awards. See what we can do to make every award special. Reaching out to All-Star Trophy and Awards. Call them today, 320-259-6347, or online at allstartrophy.mn.com. 6 inches separating the Johnnies from the lead. Second and goal from inside the 1. High formation. They start Jensen, the fullback. Now wingback in motion. Give to Udoybach, and he is in. Touchdown, Johnnies!
Just an off-tackle play to the left. The Johnnies use a little different formation. Gary Foshing is thinking about one. Now he's calling my son Chris back, and he's going to send him out there to kick the extra point. Actually, to hold for the extra point.
I don't know. Chris might do drop kicking. Chris used to punt. He could drop kick it through the uprights.
Well, we can work on that after the game, too.
Yeah, you're going to. Yeah, okay. 9:44 to go. Johnnies have taken the 12-7 lead, and they're going to try the extra point, which has not gone well so far. Good pass back. The kick is up, and this time Barwick makes it. 13-7. Johnnies have taken the lead on Tackle Cancer Saturday. We'll take a break on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Culver's, fresh every day. Baked with a smile, that's our way.
At Coburn's, we buy by the truckload so you can save by the cartload. Look for truckload buys throughout the store and save. Plus, look for thousands of specially marked fuel reward items and save on your next fuel up at participating Little Dukes or Holiday stores with our new More Rewards program.
Every day.
Case skid steer and compact track loaders have been known for power and productivity. Now we've outdone ourselves. 12 all-new models deliver increased performance and power for every task. Not to mention industry-leading hinge pin height to help with feedlot work. No matter what's on your list of chores, the new Case Alpha Series delivers, and they do it with a larger, roomier cab. The most comfortable on the market. Visit Arnold's today, located in Kimball, Wilmer, Glencoe, St. Martin, Mankato, Alden, and St. Cloud, to learn more about the all-new Case skid steer and compact track loader.
Now the return, and he is going to be wrapped up shy of the 20. Johnnies with a little different kickoff there, Brian. Kind of a pooch kick.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure if it was on purpose, but it was absolutely effective. The Solars pins the Tommies right. Polini catches it on the 15-yard line, but the kick had such hang time that the Johnny coverage people were there already. So Polini tries to bring it back to the middle of the field. The Johnnies cover well, and the Tommies start inside their own 20.
The Johnnies for the 9th time. That's their 9th turnover. And maybe that's the Johnnies turnovers. Excuse me. The Johnnies, their 16th takeaway. And then they've been able to score a lot of touchdowns off takeaways like they just did. We got somebody movement on the Tommy offensive line.
Actually, it was Josh Parks there. Their running back had that forward lean going and couldn't stop his momentum. The officials call it pre-snap penalty for the Tommies. I think they're first of the half. Johnny's leading here 13-7, 9:37 remaining in the first half.
Kenny Udoybach carrying for his fourth touchdown of the year, completing a 7-play, 35-yard drive in 2:58. That scoring drive recap brought to you by St. Cloud Cathedral High School. The right school does make a difference.
Well, St. John's, great kick coverage. And now the penalty has the Tommies 1st and 15 on their own 14-yard line.
That was the 8th touchdown scored off a turnover by St. John's this year. Give to Parks, trying to get to the outside. Parks out over the 20, 25. He's got a first down and more. And it's hit as he goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty flag on St. John's. A free 15 by the Johnny defense as someone made a hit out of bounds on Parks. Might have been Inman.
Nope, it wasn't Inman.
Might have been Jackson.
Yeah, it was Max coming over there right as Parks gets to the sideline and delivers the blow. So
what is going on that? How can Parks get so open to the outside?
Well, the Johnnies contained coverage that time, knocked down, so Parks had could run downhill right from the start. He was up to full speed right away, and the Johnnies not getting there until Parks had the first down and then the 15-yard penalty. So St. John's commits the infraction, and the Tommies go from bad field position all the way to midfield on one play.
All right, so the ball now at the 50, 9.5 to go here in the second quarter, 13-7 St. John's. Johnny's missing, or having an extra point blocked, rather. High formation here for Parks. And they play fake to him. Para steps up, gets hit by Brinker as he throws, and he throws the pick right into the hands of Chris Harris. Harris to the 30, 35, 40. Harris midfield, and tackled there. Second turnover of the game by the Tommies. And the Johnnies turn it over and turn it back to a short field.
Yeah, that's what you want to do to St. Thomas, Mark. You want to force them to throw the football. Jack Para only throwing for 176 yards a game, and that time Nathan Brinker, the holding forward hammer, gets there just as Para wants to release the football, so the ball is well short. Harris with good coverage hangs on for the interception, and then a solid return has the Johnnies set up at midfield.
All right, 1st and 10. Erdman late to the huddle with the play call, as in they were all out there. He's not late, 22 on the play clock, but he is the last man into the huddle. 1st and 10 from midfield. SJU chant from the faithful here. Essler motions out of the backfield to the left side. Erdman blitzes on. Erdman under pressure. Erdman sacked. And Erdman sacked back at the 43-yard line. Weber with the sack of Erdman, and Erdman talking to the official, saying, you know, I got kind of slammed to the turf. In the NFL, that'd be 15.
Weber was the D-gap player coming, the outside linebacker, blitzing from the right side of the Johnny offense. And really, you have to throw. There are too many guys to block, and when that guy comes free, that ball has to be on its way. Erdman had to pull it down for some reason. Weber with the sack, and the Johnnies have it 2nd and 17.
All right, so big loss there. Erdman now 5 wide, 3 left. Here comes the blitz again. He'll throw it. Galatz to catch to the 50. Galatz makes his man miss at the 45, 40, dragging tacklers down to the 38, 37-yard line, but it's a first down, more importantly.
Well, a great job by Will Galatz selling the corner that he's going deep. This is all man-to-man coverage by the Tommies. They have blitzing schemes mean the corners are going to be one-on-one, man-to-man, and Johnnies are taking advantage.
1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Thrown to the flat. Caught by Van Erp. Van Erp to the 35. Falls ahead to the 31-yard line. Johnnies have some athletes, and they're making the Tommies run all over the field. Dowdell with a tackle there after a gain of 7.
Well, they're staying spread out and forcing St. Thomas some confusion as to who's covering who. It's slowing down the blitz a little bit, but the offensive line is holding up well, defending against that pressure, and the Johnnies, Erdman is a very talented quarterback.
St. John's 13, St. Thomas 7, 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Essler in motion out of the backfield, left side. 2 wides each way. Erdman's going to throw. He'll throw short, and the ball knocked away. I tell you what, when he brings his arm down a little bit, tries to throw a more touch pass, I think that's when he's getting them blocked, Brian. Big 3rd down coming up here.
Again, some confusion in the Tommy defense, and they would have been late getting that. But great discipline by the Tommy defensive linemen. They're not getting home, so they get their arms up when they see Jackson cock his arm, and they have batted down a couple here today.
All right, 3rd down and 4 from the 31. OJ leaving. Johnny's going to call timeout. There's some confusion on the sideline. We'll take one here. Back in a minute. St. John's leading 13-7 on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
This is the Pepsi that your father drank and your grandfather drank.
When I was your age, we were.
This is the Pepsi that your Uncle Ted drank when rock sounded like this. This is the Pepsi for American pastimes. Whether you're tailgating at a speedway or courtside watching your favorite player make a breakaway, he scores! This is the Pepsi for those who are forever fun. This is the Pepsi for every generation.
We're here with Bill Eichhoff, Central Market President at Deerwood Bank and St. John's class of 1986. Bill, why is it important to you to support Johnny Athletics?
Once a Johnny, always a Johnny, right? Deerwood Bank is continuing the legacy of community involvement and exceptional customer service in central Minnesota. Visit us in Way Park, Sartell, or one of our other 11 locations for your mortgage, business, and general banking needs. Go Johnnies.
Some people call it Minnesota nice. We call it Deerwood
Deerwood nice. Deerwood Bank, a different name for the same great team you know and trust.
Deerwood Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is the Granite Logistics Johnny's Football Radio Network.
Johnny 6 of 8 on third down. Going for it here. 3rd and 4 from the 31. Blitz is on up the A-gap. Erdman rolls to the right. He is going to throw, and it is intercepted. And Erdman got slammed to the turf after he let go of the football. No call there, and the Johnnies turn it over for the second time today. He just didn't get enough on it, Brian.
No, and he had a man short, actually, and I think he probably could have run for the first down as well. But he chose to go deep with a man coming on him, so he left the ball well short, and the Tommies intercept Jackson Erdman for the second time today and stop the Johnny drive.
Sam Garrity with the interception, the Blaine product, the sophomore. That gives the Tommies the ball at the 15. Johnny's leading 13-7, but they missed an opportunity there. Collini comes split left, 2 tight end setup for the Tommies. I formation. Parks dots the I behind the fullback Foley. Now they motion one of the tight ends to the right side. They give to Parks, and Parks got to get back and into Johnny Red. He gains about 4 yards to the 19-yard line. And words being exchanged between some of the big boys up front.
We've seen this, though, in the pass market. That's the exact same play that Parks scored on, the 97-yard run in the first quarter, where Parks allows the Johnnies to over-pursue, and he cuts back on him. Very dangerous play that time as he was trying to do the same thing.
2nd and 6 there. Parks is almost met in the backfield. Now he's moving the pile. He's got a first down up over the 25 to the 28-yard line. Oh, the Johnnies had a chance. Oh, there's Ted Kalina back there. Could have hit him and dropped him, but he did not. Let's go to our scoreboard, brought to you by A&W of Richmond and Albany. We turn it over to Mike.
Yeah, Bethel leads 21-0 over St. Olaf. Carleton leading 20-14 over Augsburg. Gustavus 21-7 over Hamlin. And the Gophers trail Ohio State 23-14.
1st and 10. Tommies on their own 27. And they play fake to Parks. Parr rolling to the right, throwing, and the pass is intercepted. Boy, he's terrible. Lacoste with the pick, and he has it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that time, Jock Parr, again, the play-action pass. He's rolling out to his right. But what Jocks failed to do on that play was account for the underneath coverage. He was throwing to an out pattern that was covered by a corner, but then the underneath coverage by Lacoste got in that throwing lane, and the ball intercepted. So Jock Parra with the interception and back-to-back turnovers by the Tommies. The Johnnies had one, too. So we're still 13-7 here and 6:16 remaining in the first half.
All right, so by the way, that scoreboard update brought to you by A&W. They have the Apple Crumble Sundae and Polar Swirls at both locations, Richmond and Albany. 1st and 10 on the Tommy 36. And throw left side, pass is incomplete, almost intercepted right back. Nice job by Will Galach to knock that ball away from the cornerback. And that is Logan Petersmeyer out of Prior Lake.
Well, that ball was thrown hard, and Galach got his hands on it, but then it went right through and dangerously close to a pick for St. Thomas. So Will Galach, that ball just come in a little too quick on him, and he couldn't get his hands up to make the catch.
How many catches does Galach have right now? On our Slender Wenner & Company stat sheet, Slender Wenner & Company working with people, not just numbers.
7 receptions, 130 yards for our talented senior.
2nd down at 10 from the 36. Empty backfield here. Blitz is on. Quick throw and out the hands of Van Erp. Just led him a little bit too much. It'll be 3rd and 10. The Johnnies have had the ball in this situation just moments ago and turned it over. Now they're going to try to make something happen here on 3rd down at 10. Johnny's 6 of 9 on 3rd down on our Slender Wenner & Company stat sheet. They can help you with tax preparation, auditing, IT work, and business planning. Slender Wenner & Company, call Steve Schuler and his great staff.
And that's one of the toughest passes a quarterback has to make, that shallow out, throwing from the far hash to the near sideline. Very long pass. Jackson just threw it a little too far for Van Erp on that situation.
3rd and 10 for the 36. Blitzing from the left side. Erdman throwing it on the sidelines. Incomplete, and Erdman got hit again. Boy, they just don't care that Erdman is getting hit after he releases the ball. I mean, I guess he has to wind up in the morgue to get a roughing the passer call. 6:03 left to go, and the Johnnies will be punting here from the Tommy 36-yard line.
Yeah, trying to hit Galach on the far sideline, and a lot of A lot of physicality between the corner and Galash down that sideline. As it is, the ball incomplete. Punt unit on for the first time today for the Johnnies.
Well, that is a good sign. St. John's leading 13-7 at the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. They got a single man back to receive the punt on the 5. This one is hanging up toward the sideline. Out of bounds at about the 5. Well, let's see. Yep, the 7. The 7. Great job by the 5 punter, Anatoni out of Fairfield, California, the coffin corner kick.
Yeah, and we're under 6 minutes here in the first half left. Johnny's still lead 13-7. Tommy's do a great job defensively holding the St. John's to a 3-and-out after the turnover.
All right. So 1st and 10, Johnny's on their own 7. Or excuse me, Tommy's on their own 7.
Johnny defense is Sam Westby has an interception. Harris has an interception, and Lacoste has an interception.
Yeah, I'll see if Jackson can get one here. I formation. Well, that happened in the national championship win over Mount Union. Hand off to Parks. Parks up the middle over the 10 to about the 14-yard line. Each one of the secondary, including Mike Zahar, had a pick. Zahar's, of course, with a pick 6, locking up the win over Mount Union.
Legendary.
Yes.
Pick 6 along the near sideline. Can still see that number 5, I think, going down the sideline.
2nd and 3. Tommy's on their own 14. I formation. Parks behind Foley. And they give to Parks, and Parks this time is going to get hit right at the 15. Didn't get the first down. Got a yard. Johnny's stepping up there. Let's pause for station identification. Johnny's lead 13-7 on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
You've locked onto the flagship of Johnny's Athletics, AM 660, The Bear, WBHR, Sauk Rapids, St. Cloud.
All right, Perks, 3rd down and 1 for the 15. They hand it to Parks, and he didn't get there. The Johnnies fight through, and it's going to be 4th down and 2 yards. And Glenn Caruso out on the field, thinking hard.
Well, he'll definitely let the clock run here a little bit as we're at 4:40 left. So
he's calling for his punt team.
Yep. And St. John's is just going to leave the defense out there. Brandon Novak signaling stay out there.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, he could fake it. You wouldn't think so, but I wouldn't put it past him.
Yep. It's not a great situation to fake it in, but you don't want anybody to jump into the neutral zone here.
All right, now we got timeout taken by St. John's. We'll take one as well. Back in a minute. This is Johnny's Football.
The Johnnies Football Radio Network is presented by Granite Logistics.
Statistical studies show that 55% of Americans die without a will. The attorneys at Quinlivan & Hughes can help you create the will and estate plan that follows your wishes when you pass on. Don't procrastinate any longer. Call Quinlivan & Hughes.
Hello, I'm Brad Henson from Quinlivan & Hughes. I have over 30 years of experience working with clients and their families to plan their estates. I create estate plans for my clients to help them avoid probate and minimize estate tax. If you're interested in protecting your assets, please call me at 251-1414.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with Tri-County Insurance through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost quality protection, claim service that's second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance with Tri-County Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Hi, this is Jim of Tri-County Insurance. Call us at 251-2552. That's 251-2552.
Down at 2. Tommy's on their own 15. The punter's at the 1, and Dowdell punts it on the run, rugby style, getting Jackson back to the 40. Jackson makes a man miss. Jackson, and he's out to the 43-yard line. Boy, Sam Westby doing a good job of not blocking in the back, using his entire left side to block the hard-charging Tommy on special teams. Johnny's lead 13-7, 4:06 to go before halftime. In this top 10 matchup, Johnny Football is brought to you by Bank Vista. Small business is driven by community, and the team at Bank Vista is driven to help small business. Go to bankvista.com today. Bank Smart Bank, local Bank Vista. Member FDIC.
Exciting game. The Johnnies come out with some different things, and the Tommies had a hard time really adjusting to it. But now the Tommies seemingly have won the last couple of defensive series. We'll see if the Johnnies can get moving again on offense.
All right, wing back to the right, and a handoff to Barber. Barber picking his way close to the 45-yard line. They're going to say about a foot short of that. So he gains 2 yards. Clock under 4 minutes here. 13-7, St. John's. On Tackle Cancer Saturday, great crowd, over 10,000, maybe 15. There was talk of 20 coming in. 3 wide receivers out to the right. Gagliardi the slot, Eckhoff and Van Erp. And split left is Tommy Ogier. Now Essler goes out left, empty backfield. Blitz is on, Erdman throwing, and incomplete. Are you serious? Ogier totally got denied his progression to the football by the Tommy defender, and no penalty flag coming. He wound up on his hind end. So I guess you can mug anybody you want in the secondary.
On the replay, Mark, that was a good no call. They were side by side when they collided. That's totally the right call. I gotta say that. I know you want the call, but it was a good no call.
Give me something.
That was not the call.
Yeah, we did get a call early, so
yeah,
we've had one.
Well, 3rd down and 8 here. Johnnies are 6 for 10 on 3rd down in the first half on our Slender Winter & Company stat sheet. Showing an A-gap blitz. Here they come. Erdman throwing. Pass is caught. And nice job. And a first down gain by Will Gagliardi. And he is having the first half of a lifetime with his 8th reception. And he takes it from the Johnny 45 to the Tommy 45. That's 10 yards.
Yeah, he had to avoid one guy with a quick move. You were hoping he'd get across that line. Then he got up to full speed and has a first down.
5 wide again. 3 wide, 2 to the left. Quick throw into the flat. Van Erp the catch of the 40. Van Erp makes a man miss. 35. Down the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Johnnies. Andrew Van Erp. 44 yards on the catch and run. And the Johnnies go up 19-7.
No flag on the play, and a really finesse move by Van Erp. He caught the ball on the sideline. He just put his shoulder to the inside just a little bit. That caused the linebacker coming at him.
Wait a minute.
To move, and now we have a discussion on the far side of the field of the officials. So,
how are they going to hose us this time? I mean, what are they going to call this time?
Okay, that's
all right. That was a cheap shot. I don't know. I don't see a flag down though.
Van Erp that time, just an awesome move, and then he got down the sideline and into the end zone. So.
Oh, penalties declined.
Illegal substitution called against St. Thomas. They had a player real late getting off the field, and I didn't see the flag at the start, but I can't say enough about that move by Van Erp. He just froze that defensive linebacker for a second and then got to the outside, and right along that sideline, little number 7 from Otter Tail Central gets into the end zone.
Extra point upcoming. Out of the hold of Chris Backus. Glenn Caruso had some words for the officials on that penalty. Barwick. You know, the Johnnies don't have to wait for the Tommies to be set on defense. That's for sure, and that's something that...
Well, the official has to signal ready for play, though.
The extra point is up, and again, it's blocked!
That's a low kick, Mark.
All right, it's 19-7. You might get your weird score, Carbo. We'll take a break. Back in a minute. This is Johnny's Football, the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Is your child in need of a more challenging academic environment? Does your child have college aspirations? Look no further than St. John's Prep. As a recognized International Baccalaureate World School, St. John's Prep's IB diploma provides juniors and seniors with the opportunity to experience this academically rigorous program in 6 diverse areas of study. Your child will be challenged to reach their fullest potential. St. John's Prep, a place that is truly beyond ordinary. Now accepting enrollment for grades 6 through 12. Begin the journey at sjprep.net.
If everyday pain is part of your normal days, you need to enlist the staff at NovaCare Rehabilitation. NovaCare Rehabilitation offers orthopedic therapy, sports medicine, aquatic therapy, concussion management, cancer rehabilitation, injury prevention, workers' compensation care, and more. Our physical therapists will be with you every step of the way on the road to recovery and a better quality of life. Request an appointment at Novacare.com. Novacare has over 25 convenient locations in Minnesota. Novacare, the power of physical therapy.
Pelini on the return. This time he's out over the 20. The Johnnies hammer him down. Back at the 18-yard line. Nice job on special teams. Johnny's scoring drive was 4 plays, 57 yards. Andrew Van Erp took a minute 1, by the way. Andrew Van Erp, the touchdown reception, our Johnny in the spotlight. And that is his first touchdown of the year. And a memorable one at that. 19-7, the extra point blocked yet again.
Johnnies are Jackson Erdman, 17 of 34, 292 yards already in only a half of football.
2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Para in the pistol. And looking right all the way, going to throw, and the pass is caught, and Pelini is down right there. He sat down to catch the ball at the 28-yard line, a gain of 5. 2:46, clock running. Johnny's kind of in the hurry up.
Yeah, and you want, St. Thomas to throw the football. The Johnnies are going to have an opportunity here for sacks and interceptions.
Para. Back to pass, under pressure, they set up the screen. Big screen play. Slavic with the reception. He's got a first down up to the Tommy 40-yard line. That'll stop the clock. They move the chains. 19-7 St. John's at the 2:28 mark of the second quarter on Tackle Cancer Saturday.
Clock running here, 2:26 left and counting. St. Thomas picks up the first down via the screen pass to the tight end, well executed, and they're out at the Johnny 40-yard line.
No, they're out at the Tommy 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Para looking left, under pressure, throws over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Nice hit by Max Jackson coming up on the wide receiver. I believe that was Pelini, the man that the pass was intended for. Or Gabe Green, one of the two, and neither could hold on to the football. Didn't matter. Tommy's out in their silver helmets, white jerseys, silver pants, purple numbers. Johnny's in the white helmets, red jerseys, white pants. Tommy's bring out Emmett Peiser out of McHenry, Illinois, wide to the right. Green and Pelini split left. One back in the backfield, Parks, always a threat. Quick throw on the bubble screen, caught by Green. Green to the 40. Green 45, out of bounds on the Johnny side at about the 48-yard line. It's going to be enough. Nope, short of a first down by about a half yard, maybe a full yard. So a third down here, third down and 1 for the Tommies. They're going to bring in the 2 tight end setup.
And the clock is still running, so apparently they called the forward progress down before he got out of bounds. Under 2 minutes now in the first half. Lynn Caruso signaling into plays. There's 14 left on the play clock. Johnny's leading here at 19-7.
Minute 45 left before halftime. Third down and short. Tommy's going to break the huddle and run to the line of scrimmage. Para under center. One back in the backfield, Parks. Parks play fake to him. Para's going to throw the football. Running to the right. He's going to have a first down on the run. And barely stretches out. Westby took him down, but it's going to be a first down right in front of Coach Caruso on that far sideline. Para is 6'4", and he's got the length to stretch out for the first down.
Yeah, but real good job by Sam Westby. He played, even though the quarterback, Para, had the whole side of the field open to him, Westby didn't overcommit. He didn't come in. He stayed in coverage on the receiver, forcing Para to pull the football down, even though he picked up the first down. Not a large gain at all, just a gain of 2.
Minute 29 to go. Tommy's have the ball to Johnny 49. Quick throw into the flat. Parks has got it. 45 down the sideline, 40, and out of bounds inside the 40 at about the 35. Who has him? Because they really don't. He's been running wide open on that play into the flat all day long.
Right. St. John's is having a hard time with that play. That's one thing they're going to have to figure out is Para on the swing pattern. A lot of times in the old days, if you had a back as a defensive end, if you had a back cross your face, you just ran with them. That time the inside linebacker tried to get out on Parks to cover him, but way too late.
First and 10 for the 38 of St. John's. Johnny's up 19-7 defending a short field. Para looking right, going to throw, and it is caught. Caught by Peiser. And he's inside the Johnny 30 at about the 29-yard line. Well, I thought that pass had chances of being picked, but nobody reacted to it in the secondary.
Yeah, just beyond what you would have think. Sam Westby was in short coverage that time. He just couldn't get his arms up, and the ball gets to the receiver. Second and short coming for the Tommies.
Second down and 1 for the Johnny 30. Carr going to throw. He's under pressure. They throw that screen again. Incomplete. Boy, there were guys way downfield.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't an illegal lineman downfield, and they were engaged when the ball was thrown. Isn't that a penalty?
Well, you can go 3 yards if you are engaged, but they were beyond 3.
Third down and a short 1.
Clock stopped here. 55 seconds left in the game. Lacasse that time. Excellent coverage on the tight end. The Johnnies weren't fooled on that screen pass that time.
All right, so a big third down here for the Tommies. They're no doubt in 2-down territory. Fleischer wide to the right, 2 wide receivers left, Green and Pelini. In the pistol is Parra with Parks to his left. Johnnies show blitz, and here they come. Parra under pressure, throws it towards the sideline, incomplete. Nice catch by Damian Dumonso, the defensive lineman.
So it'll bring up 4th and short. Excellent adjustment by St. John's. They actually had their nickel package in, so they had an extra defensive back, and he was responsible for Parra that time and got right on him. So responsible for Parks. So Parra, who thought that play would be there for him, throws the ball high and incomplete. Power formation coming this time for St. Thomas.
Yeah, Jack Foley, the fullback, coming out. They have the 2 tight ends, Slavic and Finn, on 4th down and 1. Foley lines up as the fullback. Parks is the deep back. Pelini split left. 4th and 1 for the 29. Give to Parks. He burrows, and he's got a first down to the Johnny 27-yard line.
We're down to 46 seconds left, but the Tommies do have both timeouts left, so plenty of time for St. Thomas as they get the 4th down conversion.
They have all three.
Oh, pardon me, 3 timeouts left.
All right, 1st and 10.
But it is the second quarter. That's the 2 I saw out there.
Yes, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line.
Clock is running, though. St. Thomas did not call a timeout.
Johnny's leading 19-7, descending the short field. Parra with Parks to his left. 2 wide receivers left. Parra back to pass. Under some pressure, rolling. He's going to get hit and throws it out of bounds. He was well out of the pocket. There was a receiver in the area. Yada, 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 yada. 21 seconds left here. Just wanted to tell people who might think there might be a grounding call.
There was not a grounding call there. That's perfectly within the rules.
Yep. And that's Nathan Brinker in there causing Jacques Parra, the Tommy quarterback, to scramble away. And then with Brinker hanging all over him, has enough strength to get that ball out of bounds into the Tommy crowd.
All right, see if the Johnnies can make a big play here. 2nd down and 10 for the 26. Wouldn't be surprised to see Parra try to force something. No, I'm serious, because he's feeling it. They're down. They're never down. They're always winning. Pelini wide to the right, 2 wide receivers left, including Parks now out in the slot. Empty backfield. And wait a minute, we had all kinds of movement here. I think the center forgot the snap count.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mark.
I think you're right, Mark. You're right again.
Yeah, we're saying you're right. You're right again, Mark.
And I can't believe the officials called it.
No, they're on our side now. I was a little tense. I've gone the whole year without saying a word. I've had other people say things, not me.
We love you, Mark.
Yeah, I've tried to stay off the officials. 5-yard walk-off. 2nd and 15 from the Johnny 30. There again. Then the snap was early. Parra throwing it toward the sidelines. Knocked away. Knocked away by our corner. That might have been Westby. All 5'11" of them getting up to knock that ball away. You can't call interference because he tipped the ball.
A little bit of a trick play that time. St. Thomas snaps the football. None of the linemen moved, but the receivers went out on their routes. So the officials did not throw a flag, didn't need to.
Yeah. All right. So 3rd down and 15 from the 30 of St. John's. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Green lined up in the slot. Parks is next, and we got a timeout taken by St. John's. All right, we'll take one back in a minute. Johnny's lead 19-7, 15 seconds left in the first half on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
If you're looking for more from your career and are ready to take the next step forward, Granite Logistics is the place for you. Hi, this is Pat Lynch, president of Granite Logistics. We are expanding our team and hiring entry-level and experienced talent who can help Granite thrive. We offer outstanding pay and benefits, but most importantly, a workplace where culture matters. Join us as we build one of Minnesota's next great growth companies. With offices in Sartell and Minneapolis, you may apply online at granite-logistics.com. That's granite-logistics.com.
Got a couple minutes to kill? Yep, I'm talking to you, Johnny fan. Get more out of those minutes with Do, the fun size app with bite-sized trivia and pint-sized activities for your health. Whether you're between classes or meetings, waiting for your friends, or with the kids, Do helps you put these little moments to good use. Search Do Blue Cross in your app store to download Do today. Do, fun stuff for your health. Dew is a registered trademark of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota.
15 seconds left in the first half. Johnny's on top 19-7 in front of a packed house at Clemens Stadium. Two wide receivers to the left. One back in the backfield is Parks. One wide receiver, split right is Pelini. Johnny's going to blitz. And Parra back to pass, throwing short, and the pass is incomplete, off the hands of Pelini. On 3rd down and 15, it'll be 4th and 15 with 9 seconds left. How good is your field goal kicker, or are you going to go for it?
Pelini stretched out that time, and his back prevented us from seeing whether that ball hit the ground, but the officials right away call incomplete. So we're down to 9 seconds left. The offense staying on the field for St. Thomas.
4th and 15 from the Johnny 31. Pelini wide to the right. Green in the slot on the right side. And Emmett Peisert split left. One back in the backfield, Parks next to Parra. 9 seconds left in the half. Johnny's still blitz from the corner, and here they come. Parra throwing it short, caught by Peisert. Peisert shovels it away on a trick play, and the ball is loose. The ball is loose, and it is covered by St. John's.
Half's over, Mark.
Okay, well, that's good, too, because I was afraid St. Thomas could run one more play. We'll take a quick break. Back in a minute. Johnny's leading the half, 19-7 on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Bob.
And I'm Pete. And we run M&H Appliance. We carry Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Amana.
We sell them, we deliver them, we install them, and we service everything we sell.
At halftime, come on down to M&H Appliance. View all the great appliances we show.
But you can come before the game or after, too.
And if you come after, we won't be open.
Well, give me a call. I'll show up. M&H Appliance, conveniently located just off the corner of 2nd Street and 29th Avenue, just down the road from the Natural Bowl.
Running a profitable farm or business means doing things right the first time. The same is true for agriculture and commercial loans from a bank you can trust, like Freeport State Bank. Call or swing by to ask about competitive farm loans to meet your needs, or business loans for prosperity and peace of mind. Freeport State Bank has helped farms and businesses grow since 1908. We'd be delighted to help you too. Freeport State Bank in Freeport, New Munich, Melrose, and Greenwald. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Gary, going in with the lead 19-7 at half, you've really been able to get St. Thomas off their game. What made it so successful for you guys in the first half?
Well, we've been able to move the football, which is really key, and unfortunately we left a couple of touchdowns on the field again here in the first half. We should be up by quite a bit, but our defense has been opportunistic. We got some turnovers, and we just got to keep it going, but we can't make mistakes. We got to protect the football and play great defense the second half.
All right, thanks, Gary. Send you in at halftime here. Johnny's up 19-7 over the Tommies here at halftime.
All right, thanks, Charlie Carr. Working the sidelines. All of our coaches' interviews are brought to you by Schmidt Insurance of Avon, agents who really care, and Tri-County Insurance of Foley and Sauk Rapids, protecting your today, insuring your tomorrow. We'll take a break. We're at halftime. Johnny's on top, 19-7 on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network. His coaching at Nebraska. Let's take our final time out here at halftime on the Stearns Bank Halftime Show. And the Johnnies on top at the half. 19 is. What, did you want to say something, Brian, before we go? We'll come back. Brian will have some thoughts on the second half when we come back on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Great River Bowl and Partners Pub has always been bowling and a whole lot more. The more right now? How about Partners Pub? Newly remodeled Partners Pub, and it looks great. It's ready for your company party, anniversary party, or special event. They've got great happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 and Monday through Thursday night 9 to 11. They've got a new menu with some great new items as well as new signature drinks. Great River Bowl and Partners Pub, and the new look Partners Pub. When they say bowling and a whole lot more, they mean it.
How do you make an A&W sundae even better? You dress it up with a limited time toppings, like new strawberry cheesecake sundae or hot fudge sundae made with Oreo cookies. A&W has something for everyone, the chocolate lover and the cheesecake lover. So go for dessert this time. We promise you won't regret trying our new sundaes. Not just better, our Sunday best. Indulge yourself this summer Only at Albany and Richmond. A&W.
Limited time only at participating A&W restaurants. Prices may vary, tax extra.
Case skid steer and compact track loaders have been known for power and productivity. Now we've outdone ourselves. 12 all-new models deliver increased performance and power for every task. Not to mention industry-leading hinge pin height to help with feedlot work. No matter what's on your list of chores, the new Case Alpha Series delivers, and they do it with a larger, roomier cab. The most comfortable on the market. Visit Arnold's today, located in Kimball, Wilmer, Glencoe, St. Martin, Mankato, Alden, and St. Cloud, to learn more about the all-new Case skid steer and compact track loaders.
This is Gary Poshing, head coach of the St. John's football team. We appreciate our partnership with Big Athletics and Adidas, the official footwear and apparel provider to Johnny Athletics. Your team or program can wear what the Johnnies wear by contacting Big Athletics today. Big Athletics has 8 sales executives throughout Minnesota to meet schools or organizations' needs. Contact Big Athletics at 952-230-1482 or online at bigathletics.us. Big Athletics, where athletes fit into action.
This is the Granite Logistics Johnny's Football Radio Network.
Oh, we're back? All right. Stearns Bank halftime show. Stearns Bank, we get the job done. Johnny's leading by the score of 19-7. And by the way, if you want video of those first half touchdowns and some big hits, some emotional plays, Charlie Carr has shot some amazing video, and you can find it online on Twitter at
Bear Media 660.
Yeah, let's get a lot of people.
They've been a little slower to post today simply because of the towers just aren't taking it in. We have so many people here on campus today that towers are full, and the media's a bit slow, but it's out there.
Johnny's winning by the score of 19-7 at halftime, and St. Thomas will get the ball to start the second half, and I would imagine we'll see a heavy dose of Josh Parks because he has been the offense, Brian. He has over 150 yards running the football for the town. Of course, 92 of that came on one run, but just the same, he is having an outstanding game for St. Thomas.
Well, the game has a whole half left to play, so St. John's has to settle back in. It's nice to be leading at halftime, but a lot of football left to be played. The Johnnies have to stay within their game plan and continue to execute.
St. John's will kick off. Solar's kicking to the scoreboard end of Clemens Stadium. And Solers boots it toward the near corner. Pelini calls for the fair catch at the 6. That means the Tommy should get it at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, we saw that rule misapplied when the Carleton Knights were here a couple of weeks ago, but
at Augsburg, yes.
Or at Augsburg, and the Johnnies benefited that time. But here, the officials called correctly, and kind of a concession by the Tommies to the new rule, figuring that might as well take the ball at the 25-yard line since the Johnny coverage team has been so effective this game so far.
All right, so the Tommies come out, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. They line up in the I with 2 wide receivers. Pelini and Green split right. Parks dots the I. They give it to the fullback instead. The Johnnies are not fooled. They tackle the man with the football, and they take down Stephen Wagner from Stillwater. He's a 5'10", 211-pound junior, and it was a meeting of the defensive line. Kalina, Borgerson, and Brinker.
Tommy's trying to cross up the keys. They use Parks so effectively from that tailback position, so they hand the ball to the fullback, the up back in the situation, but St. John's' penetration is too much. 2nd and 10 coming for the Toms.
Yeah, gained about a half yard. They call it 2nd and 9 on the scoreboard. I formation again. Play fake to Parks. Under pressure, Parr into the flat. Caught by Wagner, and this time he's got a first down as he runs away from the linebacker on that side of the formation, Alex Seiss out of New Mexico. And that's a kind of a waggle play out of the Johnny playbook that works for a first down out to the 40.
Right. You have that fullback coming down as if he's going to block, and then he just continues to the outside. He's wide open. Kalina with good pressure on Para, but he keeps calm and drops the ball off to the fullback for the first down.
I formation, 1st and 10. Tommy's on their own 40. 14 minutes to go in the third quarter. St. John's enjoying a 19-7 lead. Get to Parks. Parks way up the middle. He's going to go untouched into the end zone and shorten up the lead. Josh Parks blows through the Johnny defense, 60 yards, and it's a ball game yet again.
Yeah, the linebacker, for some reason, went to C gap, so without even being blocked, and Parks just read it, and he got up to full speed right away and into the Johnny secondary, and there he was gone. So St. Thomas in 3 plays has cut the Johnny lead to 1 touchdown.
19-13. Kind of the way the first half started. Very disappointing. Knutson on to attempt the extra point. See if the Tommies go for 2 here. That's sometimes their MO. They are trailing, however. Johnny's almost into the neutral zone on the PAT. It is up, and it is good. So just like that, St. Thomas has cut the lead down to 19-14. We'll take a break and come back. This is Johnny's Football.
The Johnny's Football Radio Network is presented by Granite Logistics.
Over 300 new units in stock at Brando Motors of Little Falls, and now during Ram Power Days, buy a new Ram Quad Cab 4-wheel drive, 20-inch wheels, and trailer tow for only $29,990.
Yes, sir, young Joseph. You heard that right. $29,990 with a lifetime warranty. Heck, you can't even buy a used truck for that price.
Take the drive to Brando Motors of Little Falls, or look us up online at brandomotors.com.
I'm going to Brando Motors. Buying from Brando, but buying from Brando is better.
How about leasing a new 2019 Ram Crew Cab 4x4 Bighorn? Heated seats, remote start, Apple CarPlay, and more for only $5 down, $369 a month. 36-month, 10K year lease, $5 down, first payment tax, and license extra, OAC.
Remember, if we can't meet or beat your very best deal on a new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram truck, we will write you a check for $1,000.
Take the drive to Little Falls or rock us up online at BrattleMotors.com.
Buying from Brando, but buying from Brando is better.
Ball booted deep. Johnny's had the hands team out there. He should have probably fair caught it. Essler coming up, and he gets to the 22-yard line. And so the Johnnies will send the offense out there with their lead in 1 minute and 13 seconds, trimmed to 5.
Yeah, and just like that, total yards go towards St. Thomas. They have 324 total yards. The Johnnies in the first half had 318, 292 through the air.
All of our stat reports are brought to you by Schlenner, Wenner & Company, working with people, not just numbers. They can help you with your IT, tax preparation, auditing, business consulting, and planning as well. 2 wide receivers right. Now they motion Essler out of the backfield to the left side of the formation. Empty backfield for Erdman. Blitz is on. Erdman looking left. He's going to go down the sideline, and the ball caught by Eckhoff. And he is inbounds, but now out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. That time they went after the cornerback on the right side of the formation, and that would be Logan Petersmeyer out of Prior Lake.
And just an outstanding pass by Erdman. Again, he drops it right over the cornerback. The coverage was fine. The pass was perfect. And the Johnnies on one play are out near midfield.
All right, 5 wide, 3 left, 2 to the right. Erdman taking his time, now going down the sideline again, and incomplete. Eckhoff, the intended receiver, he got sealed out by Sam Garrity on that side of the field. You know, I like working the sidelines, but it would be nice to work underneath as well. 2nd and 10 upcoming from the 47. Johnny's on their own 47, leading 19-14.
And so much of the damage has come out of this empty formation that the Johnnies are using. They're using Adam Essler a lot in the backfield, and then either splitting him out or motioning him out of the backfield to create the empty look.
All right, so it is 2nd and 10. Johnny's on their own 47. Erdman in the pistol. 3 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Erdman facing no pressure, throws it. He's got a man open. Kalach inside the 35. First down and more. He got hit out of bounds. They're not going to call it. Got slid into by the defensive back and taken down near the extras that the Tommies brought along the sideline.
Just a super job by St. John's. The Tommies only rush 4. They're actually playing a zone 2, cover 2 that time. So Galash gets in between the cornerback that's up and the safety who's deep. Well thrown ball again by Jackson.
2 wide receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Pump fake, he's going to Galash up the seam. Catch, 5, touchdown! Johnnies! 31 yards. Erdman to Galash. It's a picture of beauty, and the Red add to their lead.
St. John's is signaling 2, so they're going to go for 2. They got to get the offense back in the huddle there. A lot of celebration going on, but again, a crossing route. Galash in the slot on the right side. A pump fake by Erdman freezes the safety, and then Will comes underneath. The skinny post route is open. The offensive line, terrific job. The Johnnies have The touchdown in their first drive of the second half, lead 25-14, extra point coming.
Yeah, well, now we got something that's been thrown onto the field by somebody, which is actually great. A tennis ball. That'll stop. And now they're going to, because they started the 25-second clock. We might have to have a timeout here. There's a lot of confusion. Now Udoibach and a messenger in the play.
Well, the Johnnies have an opportunity with the full 25 now to get on the same page. So, all
right, well, let's hope they do. Try for two here as they've given up on, well, actually the situation calls for it, up 11.
The Johnnies are going to
flag, illegal substitution.
Just like I said, they were not on the same page. There's so much confusion as to who was supposed to be on the field, who wasn't supposed to be on the field. And you know what? I don't know who you blame there, because somebody has got to take control of that situation, whether it's Bungham or Coach Foshing. That's a big penalty, because instead of at the 3, you're now at the 8.
They're going to send the kicking team out now to attempt
a 25-yard extra point like the NFL.
Yep, and Zach
33. Whatever.
Zach Barwick, our kicker, was practicing at halftime. He's got to get that ball up, as Carbo has said. He's got to get that ball up quicker. He's done it in the past, so he can do it.
All right, the extra point, it's up, and it is good. Johnnies answer the Tommy Quick 6 with 6 of their own plus 1. 26-14 St. John's. We'll be back in a moment on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
At Amdahl Hearing, Amplify Life is not only their slogan, it's also a firm belief that they can truly enhance the quality of life by working with patients to fit the best technology possible. Kevin Amdahl, owner and president of Amdahl Hearing, knows there are many hearing aid companies out there, but he knows why Amdahl Hearing should be your choice.
You know, it is a great question, Amdahl Hearing versus our competitors, and it comes down to this as far as I'm concerned. When I started in the industry here 25 years ago, I quickly became disappointed with the outcomes that people were seeing with their hearing aids. And so when we started this business 11 years ago, we did it with one goal in mind, which was simply to do a better job. And doing a better job means getting results. And so when you come to Amdahl Hearing, what you're going to be guaranteed is results.
Amdahl Hearing can design custom hearing solutions that fit the way you live your life. In St. Cloud, call 320-252-0094. Or in Maple Grove, it's 763-260-8835. Or online at amdahlhearing.com.
Vinny Pellini coming up, and he brings it out to the 19-yard line where the Johnnies effectively hem him in. They've been faking a reverse. They have yet to do it. And another good special teams tackle by Will Kleinschmidt. Johnnies score in 4 plays, 78 yards, under a minute, 56 seconds. Will Galach with a 31-yard touchdown reception from Jackson Erdman. Erdman's second touchdown pass of the day. And that is our St. Cloud Cathedral scoring drive recap. The right school does make a difference, St. Cloud Cathedral. Parks running downhill on the sweep. Get into the outside. Here he goes again. And he's out of bounds at about the 31-yard line, gaining 12. Johnnies are doing a lousy job getting to the edge and setting the point of attack.
Yeah, that's right. The Tommies have a wing over there, and the Johnnies just have to widen out on formation because the play's hitting so much quicker. I mean, that's what we talk about. The Johnnies aren't used to this kind of competition that St. Thomas has. Obviously, the same can be said for St. Thomas and their defense.
High formation, wing back left, and they'll hand it off to the fullback this time, and they shut him down after a gain of 2. And Stephen Wagner. Haven't seen Jack Foley. He's been the starter at fullback. Kalina and Inman make the tackle.
It's a John Gagliardi play right there. We used to call that Z behind, is fake the toss sweep, and hopefully the linebackers over pursue. You give the ball to the fullback underneath. That time the Johnnies do a great job tackling at the line of scrimmage.
Wing back left side, high formation, and play fake, and under pressure is Parr from Kalina, throwing it toward the sideline, overthrowing everybody. Got it to the track that time. He had a wide receiver open along the sideline. If he could have set his feet, he probably would have hit Pellini on the sideline. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Tommies.
And that's what pressure does. It forces the quarterback to throw inaccurately, or just really Parr was just dumping the ball. Great job by Inman jumping the fullback that time. That's a play that hurt the Johnnies in the first drive of this second half.
All right, Tommies in the first half, I believe, were 2 for 7 on 3rd down. Johnnies need to stiffen here. 2 for 7 on our Slender Winter and Company stat sheet. 3rd down and 8. Tommies on their own 33. Parr to throw. Under rush from... and he gets hit. Dropped by Petrozewski. Danny Petrozewski crash in the pocket like the Knights and Lords of the Vale.
little line stunt that time. Nathan Brinker lined up on the inside. He came around to the outside. He commands so much attention that Petrozewski, coming from outside to in, gets free, and he's on par where Jacques couldn't even move out of the pocket to throw the football away. A big sack by St. John's. Punt unit on for the Tommies.
All right, 4th and 20 now for the 21. This would be a great time to snap it over the punter's head. Instead, it's a good punt snap and rugby-style kick that Jackson will let it bounce. That's checked up, though. Usually you lose about 15 yards. Johnny's lost maybe 2. And they'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 40. Johnny Football is brought to you in part by Wimmer Opticians. Your one-stop shop for eye care. Family owned and operated for 60 years. John and Joel Wimmer, second-generation owners of the business. Joel's son Orion, All-American middle linebacker. Third generation to be involved. Optometrist Dr. Emily Dole, she's great. She handles all eye exams, and they can handle your contact and glasses needs, too. Wimmer Opticians, 901 West St. Germain, downtown St. Cloud. Free parking available. I'm seeing much better with Wimmer Opticians. So can you. Van Erp and Galach split left. Eckhoff to the right side of the formation. One back in the backfield with a wing left. 1st and 10. Johnny's on their own 39. Handoff.
Keep telling them what happened, Mark.
Yeah. Essler had a running lane.
You do have a job here.
And I know. You got one job. You got one job to do. Describe what's going on. And Essler was trying to cut to the outside. He tripped over his offensive lineman. He was getting slammed back into the hole. And then he tripped again and got tackled for no gain.
Yeah, what happened there? The Tommies were on a blitz. So they didn't blitz last series, and really their style is more attacking. That time they attacked, and had Essler been able to break that first wave, he would have found good yardage. That's why the grunting from Mark Lewandowski.
That and my brat. No, I'm just kidding. 2nd and 10 from the 40. 2 wide receivers each way. Blitz from the left side. Erdman throws it towards the sideline. It's got to be a hold.
Yeah,
finally.
Good call, Mark.
In front of John Gagliardi and everybody looking down from heaven. That's a hold on Michael Franzese, and that should be a first down.
Adam Essler was the intended receiver that time along the right sideline. The Tommies come with a blitz. The Johnnies give Erdman enough time to get that ball underway, and the back.
They're discussing the catchability, but on a hold, that's not a discussion. So,
are you serious?
Well, the flag is down, so we assume it was a hold, but maybe they're going to wave it off if they ruled pass interference.
All right.
Yeah, that's the correct call.
First down. That's the big thing, is first down, possession of the football. Johnny's leading 26-14, 10-13 to go here in the third quarter. They'll have it just shy of midfield.
Both teams scored on their opening possessions of the third quarter, and relatively quickly. That's why we still have over 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
In this quarter, the Johnnies do hold the Tommies to a 3-and-out and now have their second possession of the half.
Essler motions out of the backfield to the right side of the formation. Tommies look to rush 4, now 5, now 6, and the blitz is on. He'll throw it to Galach, and Galach makes the adjustment, makes the catch inside the 30 at about the 25-yard line. Will Galach has done a number on every Tommy defender that's trying to cover him.
And the coverage is really good, but because it's man-to-man coverage, the corners aren't looking back toward the ball. That's the technique. You got to just stay with your man, and the receiver does see the ball and can make an adjustment. Johnny's going no huddle now.
1st and 10 for the Tommy 25. Erdman throws it short. Pass caught by Van Erp. 25-20. He's got a first down in the Gilliland Chevrolet red zone at about the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 11 for the speedster out of Outer Tail Central.
Yeah, Andrew Van Erp is not very big. He's under 6 feet tall, and he's getting underneath some of the would-be tacklers as he just is low to the ground. The Tommies are going over him, and Andrew's very effective that time in the slot, picking up first down yardage.
1st and 10 from the 14-yard line in the Gilliland Chevrolet red zone. The prices are falling like leaves at Gilliland Chevrolet. Find new roads at Gilliland Chevrolet in St. Cloud. 3 wide receivers right, straight split left. One back in the backfield is Essler. 1st and 10 from the 14. Essler is play clock at 2, and I don't know if they got it off or did they call timeout. This might be a pre-snap penalty, which would be bad. Johnny's on offense, 26-14 lead. The clock, I thought they had time, but
behind them.
Okay, so
the clock on the Palestra end actually went out. So the back judge who tries to see it couldn't call it.
Speaking of clocks, it's 3:02. Let's pause for station identification on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
You've
Keep locked onto the flagship of Johnny's Athletics, AM 660, The Bear, WBHR, Sauk Rapids, St. Cloud.
First and 10 for the Tommy 14. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to left. Erdman back to pass, throwing it towards the end zone to Stride. He's going to run out of room. The 6'5" tight end crashes into the barricade right in front of the Tommy student section, I would imagine.
Yeah, he was up against the barricade at least. Good job by the Johnnies picking up the blitz again. Jackson Erdman not finding anybody open, just throws it out of bounds. Smart play by the veteran quarterback.
2nd and 10 now for the Tommy 14. They bring in Nick Jensen, the fullback out of Sartell, transfer from St. Cloud State. And they bring out Jared Strite. So maybe a tighter formation here.
Run formation, that's right, Mark.
They do spread the field. Eckhoff and Van Earp split left. Galatch split to the right side of the formation. 2nd and 10. Tommy showing big-time blitz. They're coming. They're throwing to Galatch in the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Giannis have a fade! Galatch with another big catch today. And the Johnnies go up 32-14.
Now let's see a quick decision from the sideline as to 1 or 2, and they are going 1. But credit Nick Jensen, who just checked into the game. He picked up the blitzing Tommy linebacker. Galatch again, man-to-man coverage on the outside. He's winning every battle there. And Jackson Erdman drops the ball right into his hands. 32-14. Johnnies have their second score in as many possessions of the second half.
All right, so the extra point, always an adventure. 8:49 left to go. Good pass back. Barwick's kick is up, and he splits the upright. 33-14, St. John's. 8:49 to go. We'll be back in a moment on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Oh, Danny, you're still here?
Yep.
But you literally haven't been outside all day.
So, I wrote half a paper, ate a whole pizza, and paid my credit card bill.
How'd you do that without leaving your room?
Well, if you just drench it in ranch.
Not the pizza, Danny. Your credit card bill.
Oh, that? It's easy.
Stop writing checks and start using Central Minnesota Credit Union's free online bill payer. Schedule and pay all your bills on our secure website or mobile app. Central Minnesota Credit Union. Centered on you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Happy Sleeper Mattress and Furniture Store in Way Park has everything you need to outfit your home, lake home, or dorm room. Leather furniture, futons, recliners, mattresses, bedroom sets, adjustable beds, and lift chairs too. See their entire selection online at happysleeperfurniture.com. They're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 9 to 5, Sundays 12 to 5. Sleep happy, shop Happy Sleeper. Located in Wade Park, just east of Mill Fleet Farm.
Happy Sleeper.
Pelini calling for the fair catch at the 15-yard line, which means the Johnnies or the Tommies will take over at the 25. Let's recap that scoring drives. 5 plays, 60 yards. Jackson Erdman with his second straight touchdown pass to Will Galatch. And by the way, Will has set an all-time school record for receiving yards in a game at 232, 6 better than Rick Bell, an illustrious name out of the Johnny record books. If they're, am I wrong?
Ricky Bell, one of the greats. Mark, he played for the Vikings for a few years from Cold Spring, Minnesota. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he set that in a game against the Huskies right here at Clemens Stadium.
1st and 10 for the 25 for Parra in the offense, and he opens up in the pistol with Parks to his left.
Should have a delay game.
Yeah, they didn't get the playoff in time. And Carbo, you made a great point. Would you like to make it again?
Chisago Lakes well represented today. On the Tommy sideline, Josh Parks with over 218 yards so far, maybe more. And of course, Will Galatch just answering the bell on nearly every possession. It seems he's caught a pass, and great representation by Chisago Lakes today.
8:49 left in the third quarter. Johnny's up 33-14. 2 wide receivers right. Pair rolling right, throwing in off the hands of the intended wide receiver, Green. Gabe Green, 6'1", 197, the junior out of Springfield, Illinois.
And it's so imperative, and this is obvious always, but St. John's can't give up any more explosive plays like the 2 touchdowns they've given up. There's 8:45 left only in the third quarter, but the Johnnies, if they give up a few yards, make St. Thomas drive, bend but don't break type philosophy here in this situation. You want that clock moving.
The ball spotted at the 20-yard line. Why not the 25? Oh, that's right, the 5-yard penalty. Parra going to throw into the flat, caught this time by the running back out of the backfield, and he's out of bounds. That's Tom Leffler out of Victoria, the backup to Josh Parks, running that, not a wheel route, Brian, but it's you had a good name for it in the first half.
It's a flare pattern.
Flare pattern.
Out
Thank
of the
you.
backfield, yeah.
Thank you. Struggling.
And Josh Parks is standing next to Glenn Caruso on the far sideline. Doesn't appear to be injured, but he's not in on this 3rd and 11 situation.
Yeah, another big third down here. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lefter in the backfield. Back to passes Para. He's going to step up and roll to his right, giving his wide receivers more time. Para running to the sidelines, lets it fly. Nobody there but red shirts to catch that football, and it was out of bounds.
Coverage situation that time. The Johnnies had excellent coverage all over the field. Para really didn't have a whole lot of pressure. He kind of moved into the pressure himself, but then he did escape and off to the right, but by that time there was nobody open, and he throws it incomplete. Tommy's leaving their offense on the field here. 4th down and 11, play clock at 20. They're going to go for it, or look to go for it. They do, and Para's going to punt it. Okay, all right. The pooch kick, and Jackson running back, and we'll catch it at the 15-yard line, looking for somebody to elude. Now he's to the 10. Now he's running the wrong way, turning the corner, and gets slung down back at the 7-yard line. Yeah, not a good decision that time by Max. He picked up the football. He should have just turned around and gotten what he could upfield instead of giving ground and losing field position. Nice execution of the kick from formation by the Tommies.
Yeah, that was it was a thing of beauty by Para. Johnny Football is brought to you in part by City Auto Glass. We're in the City Auto Glass broadcast booth. They say your safety, our business at City Auto Glass. City Auto Glass will replace your auto glass in the safest manner possible. Go to cityautoglass.com for complete information. Think safety, think City Auto Glass. Celebrating over 20 years of serving St. Cloud and all of central Minnesota. All right, 1st and 10. Empty backfield yet again. Even from the 8-yard line. Erdman is going to throw, and now he's under pressure, rolling, and he's going to have to throw. He does. He throws it way out of bounds. And so it'll be 2nd down now, and 10 from the 7-yard line with 7:44 to go in the 3rd. Johnnies have kind of given up on the running game.
Well, they've had so much success with the empty backfield, but the negative thing, I guess, if there is that then you don't have any threat of the run, and Jackson really isn't a running quarterback. He's able to move around a little bit and run when things are wide open, but now the Johnnies do put Essler in the backfield.
Yeah, Essler to Erdman's right here on 2nd and 10 from the 7. And now they motion Essler out to the right side of the formation. Again, empty backfield. Here comes the rush, and Erdman under pressure whips it out. Incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down.
Well,
it's going to be holding. Number 13 grabbed Essler as Essler was going by him.
Well, that's a free 10 yards and better yet, a 1st down.
Yeah, and that'll get the Johnnies out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Right. And by the way, I want to applaud the student section for showing up. It is full. And I also want to say thank them for being quiet while we're trying to run a play down there. What?
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just so glad you approve of our student section.
I like it when you like things.
Yeah.
That makes us happy here. So
Johnnies have it on via the penalty out over the 20-yard line to just inside the 22.
All right, so 1st down and 10. Glenn Caruso's got to be going nuts that his defensive backs are committing these types of penalties. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Erdman gets the snap, play fake, throws it out left side, bounce pass. That's incomplete. There was pressure right away off the corner by Mark Dowdell, the linebacker. I mean, when you look at the word pressure, I think you get a picture of the St. Thomas defense.
Well, they do such a good job of getting their hands up, and the Johnnies in the first half, because of a tip ball, gave up an interception, and that time, luckily, the ball didn't go up in the air, just went to toward Galash, but didn't get all the way there.
7.5. 7:37 to be exact in the 3rd quarter. Johnny's on top, 33-14. They have it now 2nd down and 10 from their own 22. 3 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Erdman facing a little, throws a slant. It's off the hands of Will. That's the one he didn't catch. It was partially tipped by Adam Brandt, the linebacker. But if Galach could have caught that, he could have recreated what he did at Bethel last week, because I think he has the moves to move 70 yards.
Yeah, and Adam Brandt is kind of banging his head from the Tommy perspective, because he kind of goaded Jackson into that throw with his alignment. He wanted him to go to Galash, and he was going to jump in front of it, but the ball thrown just a little too fast for the Tommy linebacker to get there, and then bounced off Galash. 3rd and 10 coming for the Johnnies.
And another big 3rd down here for St. John's. Erdman facing pressure. from the A gap. Throws it out left side. Essler with a catch right at about the sticks. We'll see what kind of spot he gets.
I think he's going to be short.
Yeah, about a yard short on the stop pattern. Oh, we have a timeout for injury. We'll take a timeout as well. Johnny's on top by the score of 33-14 when we come back on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
For 3 generations, Jimmy's is your hometown destination.
Times are flowing in Jimmy's Poorhouse.
Jimmy's Poorhouse serves up amazing breakfasts from 7 to 11 Monday through Friday and 7 to 1 Saturday and Sunday. You can enjoy omelets, famous flapjacks, eggs, bacon, and more. With Jimmy's Breakfast Club, buy 10 and get the 11th free. Jimmy's Poorhouse on 2nd Avenue in Sauk Rapids.
Good times are flowing in Jimmy's Poorhouse.
We're here with Bill Eichhoff, Central Market President at Deerwood Bank and St. John's Class of 1986. Bill, why is it important to you to support Johnny Athletics?
Once a Johnny, always a Johnny, right? Deerwood Bank is continuing the legacy of community involvement and exceptional customer service in central Minnesota. Visit us in Way Park, Sartell, or one of our other 11 locations for your mortgage, business, and general banking needs. Go Johnnies!
Some people call it Minnesota Nice. We call it Deerwood Nice. Deerwood Bank, a different name for the same great team you know and trust.
Deerwood Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, Johnny's are going to go for it here on 4th down, or at least they're going to give that look. 4th down and 1. They're 0 for 1 on 4th down in this game.
And Mark, the Tommy player is still down along the sideline, so
both teams are paying tribute to the greatest football coach college of all time, John Gagliardi. Mike?
Right, the Johnnies have just the word John on their helmet.
As they should.
That's what everybody called them.
Yep.
And St. Thomas has JG, a sticker JG on their helmets, which is a nice tribute to John as well.
Sam Garrity up. He was the injured Tommy, the playing cornerback. And so his backup is Logan Petersmeyer, who has been on the field. It is 4th and 1. Tommy Nation across the way making some noise. On 4th and 1, the Johnnies are quiet. Erdman lining up and talking to OJ in the slot. 4th down. And the Tommies came across, and the penalty flag flies. But they got to make contact.
No, if Johnnies come out of their position because a lineman was in the zone, then it goes. It's an offsides.
Glenn Caruso's out, not to the numbers. He's pleading his case. No, I'm sorry. He's pleading his case. Jackson Erdman is they called a false start.
Well, and what happened? What you have to do is snap the ball when that guy is offsides, and they really didn't. And all they did was point, and that's a false start. So
we forgot to snap the ball. All right. So Nafatu Anatoni will punt. Second time. His first one was the beautiful coffin corner that pinned the Tommies at the 7. Didn't go very far. 29 yards. He's going to need to boom one here. The Tommy returner deep to receive is Tom Leffler, the backup running back. Anatoni hangs it up off the side of his foot. Not a good punt, but it bounces. It takes a Tommy bounce and is going to be down at the 49-yard line. That was Berenick doing the honors of downing that punt. That was not Anatoni's best effort. Charlie, what do you think happened there? You're an excellent punter in your time here at St. John's.
Yeah, I was down on the other end. Looked like he maybe was under a little bit of pressure. The ball came off end over end, so he's going into a little bit of a wind there too, I think. So
the nice thing about it is he did get some hang time. And when the ball was not caught, it bounced straight up in the air, unfortunately, and a little bit back toward the Johnny goal line. So he didn't get a break with the roll either.
No, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lots of time left here. 33-14. They run Parks on the toss sweep, the right side, short side. And he gets hit as he crosses midfield. And he's down at the Johnny 49-yard line.
Well, you have a situation here. The Johnnies would love to be able to run the football because that would eat up the time. The Tommies really are built more as a running team. They'd like to throw the football a little bit more because of the deficit, but they're going to stick with the run as they should because their 2 explosive plays have come via the run.
Vinny Pellini wide to the right. They break the huddle, and run up to the line of scrimmage. I formation here. Parra play faking. He wants to go down, and he's got a man coming open, and he makes the catch inside the 35, down at the 31-yard line. That's the tight end Jackson Grant Slavic. Slavic on the reception. That's a first down at the Johnny 31-yard line. I was really hoping that there'd be Westby kind of was late breaking.
No, it was good coverage by St. John's. Just a little wheel route that time. Westby had zoned off with the ball. Excellent throw by Parr on that time.
Toss to Parks, trying to turn the corner, finds running room down the sideline. I don't know how, but he did, and he's out of bounds inside the 20. There were half a dozen red shirts over there, and none of them could get to Parks.
Yeah, because of the blocking by just a little bit of a seam that Jock saw, and he's up. When he sees that hole, Mark, he is so quick through it. And he gets around the corner. The Johnnies contain him, but he came underneath for that yardage. Tommies are in the red zone here, trailing 33-14.
First and 10 from the Johnny 18. And they hand it off to the fullback, and he's going to cut back, and he is going to get hit and drop back at the 14-yard line, but still a nice gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Max Jackson coming up on Stephen Wagner. And it's going to be second down now, and about 5. Tommies with 5.5 to go in the third, trying to tighten things up. Johnny's lead 33-14.
And staying with their game plan. That's the third time we've seen that inside handoff to the fullback with toss sweep action. Tommy's execute that well.
And play fake to Parks. They're going to throw, and into the flat. Pass is caught by the fullback out of the backfield. And Wagner there able to make the catch. He's got a first down inside the 10 at the Johnny about 6-yard line.
Rush almost got home that time for St. John's, but Parra calmly checks off his options and finally finds one of his third reads. The fullback open in the flat, and the Tommies pick up first down on the 6-yard line.
First and goal from the 5. I formation. Parks gets the ball. It's a sprint, and he's going to get tripped up. He's down at like the 1. Nice job by Westby. Tripped him up. I thought he might be able to keep his feet enough to get across the goal line. He could not. The Johnnies make him line up again.
And you just don't want to get outflanked that time. And that's what happened. The Johnnies plug up the hole off tackle where it's designed to go, but Parks bounces it outside and gets around the end before Westby can trip him up.
I formation. They give to Parks, and Parks is hit, and he's dropped back at the 5. That time the Johnnies blew it up. That time they got there. And that time Sam Marshall out of Marshall puts down the ball carrier. Brandon Bernick, the special team standout.
Yeah, special goal line defense employed by St. John's. Bernick, the extra linebacker, comes in and knifes through and gets to Park right as he gets the handoff from Parra.
Third and goal from the 3. Tommies break the huddle, sprint to the line. Third and goal. Parra play fake, rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he is going to get hit and pushed back out of bounds at about the 2. It is 4th and goal from there. Great job by Max Jackson. He is slow to get up, but he's making his way back to the defensive huddle. Actually, you're going to spot it at the 1. 4th and goal from the 1. 3:50 to go, and the Tommies are going to go for it. Johnny's getting their student section, getting going. They want a lot of noise.
Yeah, they're right in the student section. That's where St. Thomas is going. So, huge play. Johnnies leave their goal line defense in. One safety out.
Parra, toss sweep to Parks. Parks is going to get, not even a question. Johnnies just could not get out there. Obviously, the Tommies are right-hand dominant. You would think the Johnnies could have shifted that way, got an extra man out there, but they get the touchdown, making it 33-20.
And then just a good call by the Tommy offense, not to test the middle, just to try it around the end. There's no penetration, and Parks did not get off track at all. The Tommies cut into the Johnny lead, 33-20, extra point coming.
Tyler Knutson on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Ronnie Jones. And it's a fake. They're going to try for 2, and no doing. Johnny shut him down. It was actually not Ronnie Jones. It was Gabe Green who got up and started to run with the football. The Johnnies knew that, and they were able to stop him there. 33-20. We'll take a break on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network. Johnny's leading.
Alexandria Apothecary, located at 1525 Broadway Street in Alexandria. Owned by former Johnnies standout quarterback Willie Seiler, is an independent pharmacy. What's that mean to you? Convenient parking right by the door. When you call, you talk right to a person who can help you, not an automated answering system. It also means a minimum wait time for your prescription at Alexandria Apothecary. Alexandria Apothecary will handle your prescription transfer needs, and they're connected with the Sanford Broadway Clinic. Alexandria Apothecary, home of fast, friendly service with a smile. for all your pharmacy needs.
Welcome to Wells Fargo.
So we love those home improvement shows.
They'll do these great renovations,
but never talk about how to finance them.
Mm-hmm. Well, our My Credit Options Guide tool can help. It gives you a customized comparison based on the information you provide to help you discover which credit options might be right for you.
At last.
A better kitchen.
Wells Fargo is building better every day with a new way to compare credit options. My Credit Options Guide is not a credit application or meant to be a denial or approval of credit. Regardless of the results of the assessment, you may still apply for any of our credit products. Wells Fargo Bank and A, member FDIC.
This is the Granite Logistics Johnny's Football Radio Network.
Tommy's to kick off. Johnny's taking the Carter Schmitz is going to onside kick. The hands team is there. Ball blows off the tee. Might have to get somebody to hold it on here. 3:27 to go. Tommy's just scored after forcing the Johnnies to punt, and they had a short field, went 49 yards. Didn't have a lot of plays to that 49-yard drive.
Josh Parks is now up to 250 yards on 19 carries, 13.2 yard average.
Well, he's got a 60 and a 92-yard touchdown run to boost that average and that yardage total. He's accounted for all 3 touchdowns for St. Thomas. The last one, 4th and goal from the 2. Schmitz approaching the football, boots it deep. Essler coming up and takes it at the 15 to the 20. Essler looking for a lane, runs into his own man. Ran into Buckentine, and unfortunately that slowed his penetration up the field. And he's making it to about the 24-yard line. I almost think fair catching is a good idea. Getting it at the 25. I mean, I know you want to break one, but it's tough to break one. Erdman goes empty backfield. 1st and 10 from the 24. 3 wide receivers to the right, including somebody wide uncovered. Van Erp is uncovered up the seam. He's going to go left side. Caught by Galach again. Galach setting a receiving record and increasing it with every catch. Moves it 10 yards up to the 35-yard line and a first down.
So the Johnnies have had so much success with this empty backfield, and they're able to drop the ball off to Galach just on a stop pattern on the far side. Will wheels to the outside and gets first down yardage. And Kai Barber checks into the game. We haven't seen Kai. He has a touchdown in this game, but we've seen more of the passing formation. So let's see if the Johnnies can get some yards through the ground.
Do we have 12 guys out there now? Because Strike came on and then off. Maybe Oje checked out. All right, 1st and 10. Johnnies on their own 35. 2:45 and counting here in the third quarter. They lead 33-20. High snap, hand off to Barber. He's got running room up over the 40. That's a good running play. Out close to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Kai Barber that time just takes the handoff. It's an inside handoff from Erdman, and then he's coming left to right, and then he cuts back to the left and finds good yardage over there. So first down. So if the Johnnies could grind out some yards on the ground and shorten this game with a 13-point lead, that would help relieve the stress of the crowd.
All right, 2nd and 4 from the 41. New passing record in a single game for that man, Jackson Erdman, awaiting the snap. And we got a whistle and a timeout taken by St. John's. We'll take one as well. Jackson Erdman, 440 yards passing. That's better than anybody in Johnny football history. Kurt Rambler had it against Gustavus back in 1996 when he threw for 435. Back after this, Johnny's 33, Tommy's 20. This is Johnny's Football.
The Johnny's Football Radio Network is presented by Granite Logistics.
Statistics are a big part in football and in accounting too, whether it is personal or business. Hi, this is Steve Schuler of Schlenner Wenner & Company. Our company has 83 hardworking employees, which encompasses almost 800 years experience, and we have been in business for 54 years. What is more important than those numbers are the 8,600 clients we have, and they are not a number to us. They're individuals and businesses we have served. They are the people we work with, and we would like to work with you. We are Schlenner Wenner & Company.
Hey, how does this sound? A&W's Juicy Signature Papa Burger, crispy golden fried onion rings, and a zing of spicy Papa sauce for dipping. Always made with 100% U.S. beef, the A&W Papa Burger can be enjoyed as a single or a third-pound double. Make it a combo with our delicious onion rings. Now, we'd say that has a nice ring to it. The Papa Burger and onion rings combo. Always at Albany or Richmond A&W.
Limited time only at participating A&W restaurants. Prices may vary, tax extra.
on 2nd and 4. Johnny offensive line trying to push him forward. The ball came loose, but they blew the whistle. They blew the whistle a long time ago. This is going to be a major loss on the second sack of Jackson Erdman. It'll take it back to the 42, 43-yard line, and it'll go to 3rd down and 6 for the offense. Johnny's on 3rd down today on our Schlenner Winter & Company stat sheet, Brian.
Johnnies are 7 of 12.
Pretty good. Minute 28 left to go before the end of the third. 33-20 Johnnies.
Never enough, though. It's always the next one that's the most important, right? So
yes. Here it is. Erdman wants the snap. 4 seconds on the play clock. Now 3. Gets it. Rushes on. He'll throw left. Caught. First down. O'Shea. Up over the 45 to the 46-yard line before he got wrestled to the ground by Fodakowski. And another big first down for St. John's.
Well, the Tommies, they're real tight on Galash, and the safety, they've gone to a cover 2, so that safety is staying deep. He has to. And Tommy OJ reads it, settles down. Erdman finds our talented tight end, and the Johnnies pick up a very important first down. Under a minute left in the third quarter.
1st and 10. Johnnies on their own 47. Wing back to the left is OJ. 2 wide receivers to the right. 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. High snap, handoff. And you know what? Not bad. Got 2 yards. That's going to be, I think, well, yeah, it should be the end. I wouldn't run a play.
No, I wouldn't either.
Because 40-second clock, right? Or is it 25?
25, but it isn't snapped in yet.
So there, yeah, that's going to do it. If I were Jackson Erdman, just walk to the sidelines, let the third quarter run out, and let's get Johnny Nation on their feet. Give this team a hand. They're up 33-20 going to the 4th against the Purple on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Culver's, fresh every day. Bank with a smile, that's our way.
At Coborn's, we buy by the truckload so you can save by the cartload. Look for truckload buys throughout the store and save. Plus, look for thousands of specially marked fuel reward items and save on your next fuel up at participating Little Dukes or Holiday stores with our new More Rewards program.
Culver's, fresh every day.
Oh, Danny, you're still here?
Yep.
But you literally haven't been outside all day.
So, I wrote half a paper, ate a whole pizza, and paid my credit card bill.
How'd you do that without leaving your room?
Well, if you just drench it in ranch.
Not the pizza, Danny. Your credit card bill.
Oh, that? It's easy.
Stop writing checks and start using Central Minnesota Credit Union's free online bill payer. Schedule and pay all your bills on our secure website or mobile app. Central Minnesota Credit Union. Centered on you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Start of the 4th quarter here at Clemens Stadium in Collegeville.
Johnny's jumping around, coming around off the thing. So we have 15 minutes of action left. Johnny's 33-20. That's the positive thing. The Johnnies have thrown for 480 yards. That's a positive thing, but they have to find a running game here to shorten this 4th quarter down with the 2-touchdown lead.
All right, big 2nd down upcoming. 2nd down and 8. Johnny's on their own 48-yard line. Tight set. They bring Jensen in motion, and they're going to hand the ball off, and Udoibach, he got to the Tommy 49-yard line, got in the arms of Adam Brandt. While we have a moment, let's send a special happy birthday greeting out to one of the greatest basketball players ever to play here, Phil Johnson, turning a robust 39 today. 49, whatever. Anyway, congratulations, Phil, on your birthday.
Former MIAC MVP, All-American basketball player.
Yep.
He was a great football player, too. Unfortunately, he injured his knee playing tight end for the Tech Tigers. I know for a fact John Gagliardi tried to get him to play football at St. John's.
3rd down and 6. Johnnies, 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Throw, first down. Gillette, he's abusing this Tommy secondary. He's inside the 40 and out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Color the Johnnies 9 for 14 on 3rd down after that reception. Galatz, by the way, with his 14th catch today.
Well, when the Tommies watch the film, they're going to be chewing out that cornerback on that side. He actually reacted inside to the crossing route. The Johnnies have crisscrossing tight end routes across the middle. That drew the attention of the cornerback, leaving Will Galach. And Galach has 244 receiving yards.
Actually, that was before that catch, so He's got a little more now.
Yeah.
But 1st and 10 from the 37. He's got 258. And to give to Barber. Barber picking his way trying to, he's just running left and right now. It was taken down by Pondakowski. You know, if the Johnnies could just guess right, and if they would have had that play going to the left, Brian, he might have scored.
I'm not quite sure about that, Mark, but
okay. If they would have broken the line of scrimmage, he was got 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, as it is, I still like the fact that they are leaving Kai Barber in there for some reps to at least present the running threat. And Kai's pretty steady with that football.
Straight and OJ split to the left near the formation. 2 wide receivers right, high snap, and going to throw here, and he's going to the end zone and making it a jut. I don't know what that incomplete pass, and Van Erp kind of pulled the defensive back down, I thought.
Yeah, fortunate Andrew didn't get flagged that time. The Johnnies wanted to use
a catchable ball, according to Carbo.
Right, they wanted to use Tommy Oje in the flat that time, lined up on the left, and we see the Johnnies do that a lot. The Tommies have scouted it, so a super job by the Tommy defense executing it, and Jackson Erdman then just threw the ball real deep as he could and got it out of bounds to live to play another day.
3rd down and 10. You want to make that point?
Well, let's make it after this play, Mark. You take it from here.
37 is the line of scrimmage for the Johnnies. They need to get to the Tommy 27. Erdman gets the snap. They rush 4. Erdman rolling right, and he's going to throw down the seam for 2 guys. Strike! Missed the ball! Oh, he dropped a touchdown! Strike dropped a touchdown!
2 guys coming together that time. Jackson Erdman scrambled out to his right and threw it over Will Galash's hands right into Jared Streitz, and Jared could not make the catch, so punt unit on for St. John's.
I got a little crowded there. Quickly, though, Will Seiler pointed out this week they've been practicing Jim Mater's idea that Erdman had to throw the ball within 2.4 seconds. If he didn't, it was a sack, and they blew the play dead. So that's why Erdman has been so successful today.
Anatoni punting here, and he kind of sends this one towards the sidelines. And again, not as deep as the last one, but right around the 10-yard line. But boy, oh boy, Jared Streit, you had 6 on your hands.
Well, there was quite a crowd down there. And, you know, it was indeed on his hands for a moment, but there was a crowd down there. And but the punt goes is at the 12, which is good. Anything inside the 20 is a positive for a punter. Am I right, Charlie?
Charlie's mic might be dead. It's been cutting. I don't know. Well, are you there?
It's taken a while. It takes a while to kick in. But yeah.
All right. 1st and 10. Tommies on their own 11-yard line. Parra's going to throw. He's airing it out down the seam. He's got his tight end wide open. And he makes the catch, and he's down inside the Johnny 40. Lacoste was running with the tight end, Grant Slavic, but he let Slavic get by him, and he's down at the Johnny 36-yard line. That is huge as it flips the field in one play. Biggest passing play for the Tommies today. If they take it from the 11 to the Johnny 36.
There's a lot of time left in this ball game. The Johnny's up 33-20, 12 and a half minutes left, and Johnny's can't let receivers get beyond them. We learned that in the Gus Davis game.
Handoff here. Parks is going to get hit after a gain of 3 down to the Johnny 33-yard line. Inman in there on the tackle, but Lacoste with a touchdown-saving tackle there because he was beat. I don't know if he was looking in the backfield, Brian, or what, but that was...
Yeah, he definitely got a little flat-footed, and what happens is, you know, the receivers, they see, oh, this guy's jumping the route. I'm just going to take it deep, and that's what happened that time.
2nd and 7 for the Johnny 33. 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Carr in the pistol. He's under pressure. Whips it out left side. The pass is incomplete. Westby wanted to break on the football. He got blocked by Joe Hurd, the wide receiver. Johnny Football is brought to you by Bank Vista. They believe in building better communities because we live, work, and play here just like you do. Go to bankvista.com and let us know how we can help you build a better community. Bank Smart, Bank Local, Bank Vista. Johnny's lead 33-20. A 3rd down and 7 for the Tommies, and they're in 2-down territory. Right now, they are 2 for 10 on 3rd down, 0 for 3 in the second half. Parra in the pistol. Jacques Parra, the Roseville product, gets the snap, throws it right side over the hands, or through the hands, and too high for his receiver, Gabe Green, who might have had a 1st down had he been able to catch the football. Zeiss and Westby were there defensively.
Yep, big 4th down now coming for the Tommies. They're 2 for 4 in this game on fourth down. The last one was the touchdown that they scored on their last possession. So
they bring in Parks and the big unit. They're bringing in the tight ends. So they may show run, but don't bet on it.
Yeah, you got to read your keys, stay home. They're going to probably have some kind of run action here, or maybe a toss pass. Never know about the trick play situation.
Foley is the fullback. Parks is the deep back. Parr's going to throw, straight drop. And he's going to throw wide open the tight end again. And he's carrying Westby down to the 2-yard line. Seriously.
Well, they're in a run formation, and the tight end is just on the far side. He makes a little shoulder shake to the outside. Westby gives up that inside leverage then, and the ball well thrown by Parks. Too much time allowing, Parra, too much time for Parra in the pocket, and the Tommies are knocking on the door here, trailing 33-20.
11:22 left here in the fourth. I formation. Parks is deep in the I. Toss sweep to him, trying to get to the outside, and he got down to the 1.
Ball's loose.
Over the ball! Jackson's got it! Jackson at the sideline! 50, 40! Jackson's got one man to beat. It's Parra, and Jackson is going to get there! Touchdown! Johnnies! Oh my goodness, and the ball was out, and Max Jackson with a stupid score, 99 yards to the house.
And it couldn't have fallen into a better player's hands. We've seen Max Jackson with some returns, interceptions, and fumbles in the past, but none bigger than this one. As Josh Parks was going around the right end, he wasn't going to score that play, Mark, but he was battling for extra yardage, and that ball hit the ground, and Max Jackson was the Johnny on the spot, returns at 99 yards, and the Johnnies put points on the board. They lead 39-20 here. 10:59 left in this ball game. Extra point coming.
Goodness, that is the biggest play of the game to date. Extra point upcoming from Barwick. Good pass back. It is up and into and over the student section.
Thank you, John.
John Gagliardi from heaven. Yes. Make him line up one more time. How many times did he tell you guys that defensively? Johnny's lead. What? Am I wrong?
That's right.
Always.
Make him line up again.
Constantly. You were absolutely right.
Let's take a 1-minute break. Johnny's lead 40-20 on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Granite Logistics of Sartell and Minneapolis is looking for hardworking people, those who aren't afraid to dream big, put in the hours, and see it pay off in the end. Granite Logistics offers outstanding pay and benefits, and Eric, one of their newest employees, gives his take on why it's that way.
I think it's the people. The people here, it's my first job out of college, and everybody's been very friendly. It's a good work environment. Nobody takes themselves that serious, but when it comes down to business, we get it done and everything. But it's just the people in general are good to be around every day.
Brittany, who's been with the company a little longer than Eric, echoes those sentiments.
It just has a really great environment. People are very fun. And it's just a place that allows you to be you and, succeed to your own abilities. You can push yourself, and I like that because I'm a hard worker in that regard.
Become part of Minnesota's next great growth company. Join Granite Logistics, either in Minneapolis or in Sartell. For more information, go to Granite Logistics Company page on LinkedIn.
No fair catch. No. Pelini's running with the football to the 10 to the 15, looking for a lane, and he's going to be taken down out over the 20 to the 27-yard line. Max Jackson, as Charlie, years ago against the Bethel Royals, it was, you had the name moments ago.
It was James Schaefer was the name, one of our defensive backs. Bethel's going in to score, and they fumble right at the goal line, and he took it all the way, and it was a major turning point in the game, and it brought back a lot of memories of that.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Mark, it's so imperative now for St. John's to settle back down and get in their zones, not allow the receivers to get beyond them. They've struggled with that. When they've struggled, that's been a situation that has occurred.
Pair with an empty backfield, throwing short, and the pass is caught by the inside receiver, Gabe Green, and he's wrapped up right away by Seiss. And it's a short gain of a couple. 2 yards to be exact. Pair in the hurry-ups. Got Green wide right with Pelini. 40-20 St. John's after that fumble recovery and advancement. Johnnies are in there. It's intercepted! It's intercepted by Ferguson! The defensive tackle, the nose guard, with the big pick. The 4th interception for Jacques Parra today.
Actually, I think that's the 4th. And that's just, we talk about this a lot. Trick plays work when you allow him to work by not reading the keys of the defense. The Johnnies were victimized by the screen pass a couple of times in the first half. Obviously a point of emphasis, and Kyle Borgeson sits in his zone when he feels those blockers letting him get by, sits down, makes the interception. What a great play by the Johnny Junior nose guard from Rochester Lourdes High School.
Yeah, I've heard he's worked out with Jerry Fogarty on his hands because, Fogarty's the coach down there, and that's why he was able to make that catch.
Well, Fogs he's a magician. We know that.
2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. On 1st and 10 from the 21. Erdman throwing the fade into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Penalty flag is down.
We got a flag.
I'm thinking it's going to be a push-off on the Johnnies. Yeah, hold the celebration, folks. We're going to get backed up a few yards here.
Yeah, it's a good call, too, Mark, because Galach just used his left arm to gain a little leverage against the defensive back, who we saw tumble away as Galach pulled up there. So, good call by the official, and the Johnnies will be backed up.
Yeah. 10:18 left to go in the game. St. John's on top 40-20. 15 yards. That's a huge walk-off against St. John's. They still have it as first down, though. That's the good thing. Johnny Football is brought to you by City Auto Glass, the #1 choice for Johnny fans for auto glass replacement and repair. Mobile service throughout central Minnesota and the rest of the state. Go to cityautoglass.com. City Auto Glass, over 20 years of serving St. Cloud and central Minnesota, thanks to Dean Killow and his great staff. And yes, Osgood, nice fish. 1st and 10 from the 35. Big bass, got to be 6 pounds. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Wingback left is Oj. Udoybach in the backfield. They fake to him. Erdman, pump fake, throwing to Van Herp inside the 30. He's got some yardage back and is hit at about the 28-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 8 at the 10-minute mark here in the 4th quarter, and that's so important right now, Brian. 10 minutes to go, 40-20 St. John's.
Little things now, Mark. You'd like to see Jackson take that time clock all the way down and really shorten this game. We're under 10 minutes. Johnnies do lead 40-20, but football is a crazy game.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it was going to be a 1-score game about 1 minute and 30 seconds ago.
Right, and the Johnnies are putting the ball in the air a lot, and when that occurs, I mean, you can have negative plays too. So
Udoybach and Barber are in the backfield, either side of Erdman. 2 wide receivers to the right. High snap, Erdman waiting, going to throw towards the end zone for Galach. And Galach kind of tripped. That's not going to be a flag.
No,
that's feet getting to go.
That's incidental contact.
Yep, that's the old feet getting tangled up. Will would like a call, as would the Johnny faithful, but not going to get it. So good coverage that time. That actually was Sam Garrity, who had left the game earlier with injury, and good to see him back out and playing again.
Johnny's in 2-down territory here from the 27. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think you really want a play that keeps the clock running. I would like to take a minute off the clock here in these next 2 plays.
3rd down and 16 for the 27. The line to make the Tommy 11. Erdman with 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Erdman awaiting. Blitz is on. Erdman's in trouble. Erdman gets hit and dropped back at the 36-yard line. And that time, even if he would have had 2.4 seconds, I don't know that he could have gotten the ball out as he got dumped. And now the Johnnies are going to punt. And they're going to tell Anatoni, you aim for the right corner. Take, and put it out about the 1.
Yeah, I just keep my eye on that clock. It's moving with the sack. As St. John's is gonna, I think they're gonna take the delay of game, the delay of game, or call timeout with 1 second left. But Gary Foshing has the punt team gathered around him.
Charlie?
Yeah, I was going to say, Mark, he's a right-footed punter. He should probably try to come to this left side again like he's been doing. So.
Okay. Well, I don't coach punting like you do.
If you're going to go for the corner, you want to go opposite of where you're kicking from. So if you do shank it, you'll get a better result.
The delay.
Oh, they did take the delay.
Okay, so do we have a timeout or do we have a delay?
No, delay.
They took the delay, so.
All right, Johnny Football is brought to you in part by All-Star Trophy and Awards. Nothing makes you feel accomplished like receiving a physical acknowledgement of your hard work. All-Star Trophy and Awards. I don't know. Well, I don't know why they're not running a play. Okay, well, they could have. They could have ran a play.
I don't think the ball snapped into play yet.
Why wasn't it?
All right. Sorry, Marty. We'll get you your live ad here in a moment. Marty Heine, the owner of All-Star Trophy and Awards. Good pass back to Anatoni, and he'll kick it toward the corner. Oof, shouldn't even cut. Yeah, he shanked the heck out. That's going to be about a 20-yard punt. All right, All-Star Trophy and Awards. They make it easy to reward those around you. For your soccer team to a beloved teacher, they've got something for everyone. Custom trophies,
That's
medals.
That's going to be a 10-yard punt. I'm sorry,
name
Mark.
badges, certificates, plaques, ribbons, lapel pins, and many other awards for recognition. Engraving, laser and rosary, sand carving. Call All-Star Trophy and Awards. Marty will take good care of you. 320-259-6347 or online at allstartrophymn.com. So the Johnnies with that turnover need about 2 minutes of clock time, roughly. Pair in the pistol. Johnny's rush, big rush. They'll throw it out, and a pass is caught. Left side, out over the 30 to the 36-yard line.
Just so important to be the deepest man on the field, rally up. You have the 40-20 lead.
Bellini on the catch.
Yeah, and we're under 8:15 left by the time this ball is snapped. So
it's a gain on the play of 5. So second down at 5 from the 37. Parra back to pass, under pressure, and he's going to air it out down the sideline. Incomplete. Chris Harris with good coverage on the wide receiver on that side, and that is Joe Hurd out of Bloomington Jefferson, 6'2 sophomore. And so it'll be third down again for the Tommies. Third down and 4 from the 37 with 8:02 to go. And Gary Foshing out there yelling instructions. We've got water for him for the postgame show, brought to you by Schoenberg, Cosell, and George Financial.
Yeah, and he's seeing, though, that he wants those safeties back, further back. You can't give up a big play. Got to make them drive to score.
High snap, Parra waiting, throws it out left side, almost intercept. Oh, it is caught. Harris made a play on the ball. It's a first down catch for Polini, the Green Bay Notre Dame product, and it's a first down out to the 45-yard line. Boy, Chris Harris was half step slow?
Half step, yeah. He went for the pick. Good read by him, just got there a little late. Good tackling by St. John's.
First and 10, Tommy's on their own 45, moving toward the scoreboard end of Clemens Field. Pump fake, Harris in trouble, throws it short, pass caught. And a good tackle at the Johnny 49-yard line. Didn't get out of bounds. Inman taking down the receiver, and that is Emmett Heisert out of McHenry, Illinois. It'll be a gain of 7, setting up second down and 4. Make it 3. It's a gain of 6. Ball on the Johnny 49. Parra with 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Parra gets the snap. He's under pressure from a blitz. Gets hit as he throws. Oh, my goodness. Seiss lit him up. Alex Seiss. And that pass incomplete. It never had a chance.
Johnny stay aggressive on defense. They were man-to-man coverage. Luckily, the blitz gets home. Parra had no time. He just delivered that ball as quickly as he could. Really a nice play to stop the clock here. 7:16 remaining.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing is it did stop the clock. 40-20 the score. Third down and 4. Johnny Nation on their feet. Back in the red and white. Polini, Peishert, wide to the left. Hurd split right. Parra in the pistol with Parks. 200 yards on the ground for him plus. And Parra lets it fly down the sideline. Incomplete. Intended for Joe Hurd. And he had no chance to catch that one. I like Sam Westby's attitude. Didn't even bother to pick up the fallen Tommy.
He did ask if he was okay.
Oh, well, at least he, got him that.
Well, Sam Westby has been as close to an MVP on the defense as we've had this year. He had excellent coverage there, albeit man-to-man. No deep safety for St. John's as they continue to put the pressure on Parra.
Fourth down and 4 from the 49 of St. John's. Fourth down and 4 for the Tommies. High snap. Parra looking left, throwing, incomplete. And Chris Harris lit up the guy and said, yeah, make yourself nice and comfortable down there.
Well, he's just got to get away so he doesn't get a penalty called on him, Mark.
I know, but that's what he was saying.
Well, he shouldn't say anything. He should run to the sidelines. So.
You're absolutely right. So, Tommy's turn it over on downs.
St. John's does hold on fourth down. Tommy's now 3 of, I believe they'll be now 3 of 6 on fourth downs. And the Johnnies now in control. 7:05 left. St. John's leads 40-20, and the Johnnies have 2 backs in the game.
Backs to either side of Jackson Erdman. Now they go I formation. Barber the fullback. Udoybach is the deep back. Give to Barber. Barber 50. Barber 45. Barber dragging tacklers to the Tommy 40-yard line. That is a first down and a gain of 12. Barber doing a little posing after that run.
Yeah, you'd like to see St. John's just huddle up and let the clock go. They're feeling good now, leading 40-20, but
under 7 minutes to play.
Under 7 minutes to play. Johnny offensive line had a tremendous day today, Mark, and mostly it's been in pass protection for Jackson Erdman. And I know the 2.6 seconds was the stat going in, but they've provided Jackson that and more to allow him to shred the Tommy D.
Wide receivers each way. Offset eye in the backfield. Jensen. And the give is to Barber. Barber turning left. He's got running room inside the 40. Dragging tacklers to the 35. Dragging Tommies all the way down to the 33-yard line. And they're trying to punch at the football. Get it away from Collegeville Barber.
Yeah, Kai Barber. Just a little inside trap that time, and he's dragging tacklers. And as Mark said, one guy's hanging on. The other guy, instead of bringing him down, is trying to pop the football. Probably the strategy you need to have if you're St. Thomas, but Kai keeps two hands on the football, and the Johnnies can run another minute off the clock.
9 yards on that pickup. 2nd and 1. Do you go for the end zone here with 6:03 to go?
I do not. I just keep running the football, making them use their timeouts.
Offset eye in the backfield. Jensen and Barber, and the give is to Barber. Barber's got a first down and more. Inside the 30. And being held up at the 25, and the offensive line getting involved, pushing him closer to the 20. They don't get him down until he gets to the 21.
First down yardage picked up by St. John's, and this is what you want if you're an offensive line. St. Thomas has been the bully on the block, so to speak, and now the Johnnies controlling the interior of the line of scrimmage.
Can you see how many plays the Johnnies have run versus the Tommies? I think the Tommy defense is getting tired.
No, they certainly are. Let's see, total number of plays here. I'm going to have to go to a different screen.
16,922.
16,922
in the house.
The official total for today.
Mark, this will be the 79th play.
Yep. Hand off here, and Barber hurdles the line of scrimmage, taken down by Brandt after a gain of 1. But how many plays did the Tommies run?
St. Thomas has run 70, I believe. Yes.
Okay, so the plays are pretty equal, because they weren't in the first half. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Johnny's up 40-20, and they're getting close to the Gilliland Chevrolet red zone. They have it at the 22, and it'll be 2nd down and about 9. In fact, they barely gained a yard.
Yeah, under 5 minutes left, 40-20, St. John's leads. Jackson Erdman has the play clock in front of him, so he can let that run all the way down. Shorten this game up.
Udoibach, the deep back now behind Jensen. Udoibach gets the ball, running off right side. He's got running group 20. Udoibach to the 15. Udoibach upended, fumbled. Oh, there's the ball.
Yeah.
St. Thomas ball on the 1.
Oh my goodness, that is the last thing you wanted to have happen. I thought Udoibach, I didn't think he was going to score, but he gave up the ball. And it'll be at the 1.5 yard line. The Johnnies turn it over, and it's never a good idea to fumble.
Van Erp, that time blocking on the sideline in the corner, made a great play. Played off Van Erp's block, put his shoulder pad right into Kenny's midsection, and that popped the ball loose. And the Tommies recover back on the 1 yard line. So St. John's turns the ball over. Gary Foshing won't be happy about that. Let's hope it doesn't hurt us.
All right, so now it is 1st and 98 for the Tommies. One back in the backfield is Parks. And they hand it off to him. He's got a little running room out to the 4 before one James Inman gets him along with Buckentine. Johnnies have gone to, I think, a dime set. 6 defensive backs on the field.
Well, remember, St. Thomas scored on their first possession from back here, so St. John's, again, has to stay focused, stay in this ball game. 4 minutes left when this ball is snapped.
Parra hands it off to the fullback. Big running room over the 10 to the 15. He's got a first down and out to the 20-yard line. That play finally worked as the Johnnies gave up a seam to the fullback, Jack Foley, and he moves it out 16 yards. 4 minutes to go. Johnny's taking their time lining up. They better hurry here.
Yeah, clock is moving, and they almost tried to make a substitution so that they leave their personnel on.
Parra in the pistol. Parks to his right. Parra's going to throw on 1st and 10 for the 20. He's got time, throws over the middle, caught by his tight end Slavic at the 41. Slavic put down by Sam Marshall. Slavic's had a couple of big pass receptions today. 1st and 10 for the Tommies, trailing 40-20 with 3:38 to go.
And just a note, Nathan Brinker is not on the field. Charlie had alerted us that he may be hurt, and indeed he is not out there on this drive.
All right, so First and 10 for the 41. And Parra throwing short, and the ball is caught by a lineman. It was
incomplete.
Oh, it is incomplete? Okay, it was tipped. And then trying to come up with it was Elijah Rice. By the way, the Tommies have won 31 consecutive conference games. That streak is in jeopardy.
3 minutes, 22 seconds, and 3 touchdowns in jeopardy. But again, St. John's has to play it out, stay focused.
Green goes split left. Pelini to the right, and in the slot is Peiser. Parra, who's thrown 4 interceptions in the pistol, has time. He's going to air it out down the seam. He's thrown into double coverage, and almost his 5th. Jackson dropped it. He's the one who's missing the interception. The other 3 defensive backs have one.
Okay, all right. Sharing the turnovers.
I'm just saying, though, he's missing the pick. I mean, 3rd down and 10.
Well, he's going to have a few more opportunities, at least 2 more opportunities here. 3:15 left in the ball game, 40-20. St. John's leads this very entertaining Johnny-Tommy rivalry.
All right, 2 tight ends, 1 to each side. Wide receivers each way on 3rd down and 10. Play fake to Parks. Oh, Parra's in trouble. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to air it out. He's got a man running deep, and it's incomplete. He overthrew the tight end who was wide open. Or was that Parks?
26.
Parks. It was Parks, the running back, who got, again, the defensive backs need to quit looking in the backfield, Brian, because they gave up what could have been a touchdown there. Parks, the running back, couldn't make a play on it.
Yeah, we mentioned that. We struggled this year with our safeties just staying deeper than the deepest, and even when the play seems to be a sack or something like that, you have to continue playing. 4th down coming for St. Thomas.
4th down at 10. I formation. Leffler in there for Parks. Parra to pass. Johnny's rush 5. Parks throws it out, and it is incomplete. That will do it. Leffler was the overthrown wide receiver. He wouldn't have even had a 1st down. There were 2 Johnnies there in coverage, and St. John's will lock up a 40-20 win.
Tommies do have 3 timeouts left.
Yeah,
so
they needed to keep the ball.
We'll see if they decide to use them, see what St. John's decides to do in terms of who they put out there to run the football. They've used all their backs today, and we saw a lot of Adam Essler in a really creative scheme where Essler was used, in the backfield, motioning out or just lining up as a wide receiver. Great job today by Adam Essler.
Jensen and Barber make up the I formation. And the give is to Barber. And Kai is tackled after a gain of a couple. And St. Thomas is calling timeout. We'll take one as well. Johnny's lead 40-20, 2:56 to go on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Welcome to Wells Fargo.
So we love those home improvement shows,
They'll do these great renovations.
but never talk about how to finance them.
Well, our My Credit Options Guide tool can help. It gives you a customized comparison based on the information you provide to help you discover which credit options might be right for you.
At last.
A better kitchen.
Wells Fargo is building better every day with a new way to compare credit options. My Credit Options Guide is not a credit application or meant to be a denial or approval of credit. Regardless of the results of the assessment, you may still apply for any of our credit products. Wells Fargo Bank and A, member FDIC.
When your bones, joints, or muscles are hurt from a slip, fall, crash, or stray ball, you've got an orthopedic emergency on your hands, or wherever on the body it is. Get treated first from the specialists you really need at St. Cloud Orthopedics, now with expanded hours in Sartell. Ortho Direct is located right within their clinics, including their new South St. Cloud location. Just walk in or call 257-STAT for the next available appointment. Remember, 257-STAT. Fast care, faster recovery with Ortho Direct.
To go. And the Johnnies go split backs to the backfield. Jensen and Barber. Bergman's going to throw, and now he's going to get hit and sacked back at the 47-yard line. I don't know if that was a design, just use up the time or what.
I think they wanted them maybe to kneel.
All right, St. Thomas has called a timeout. So we're going to split break 38 into 2 1-minute breaks. This is a network timeout. We'll call it 33A. Johnny's lead 40-20 on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
Numbers are a big part of football and accounting too, whether it's personal or business. Hi, this is Brian Bastian of Schlenner Winter & Company. 6 points for a TD, 1st and 10, third down conversion percentage. They all mean something in football. In accounting, profit and loss, tax rates, allowances and deductions are numbers we deal with, but our business is focused on working with people behind the numbers, our clients, whether they own a business or need personal tax service. Working with people, not just numbers. We are Schlenner Winter & Company.
At Freeport State Bank, we believe financial planning begins with coffee. Call or swing by and we'll sit down over a hot cup and discuss your current financial situation and future goals. Then our IRA specialist will help you select the right IRA product to meet your needs. Freeport State Bank has helped families like yours plan retirement since 1908, and it's our pleasure to serve you today. Freeport State Bank in Freeport, New Munich, Melrose, and Greenwald, where customer service is our priority. Member FDIC.
This is the Granite Logistics Johnnies Football Radio Network.
Forty to 20 Johnnies. The Tommies, as the Johnnies ran a play into the line with Ty Barber, call another timeout. Mike, you wanted to pass along?
Well, there's Patrick Royce, who's here in the press box today after Max Jackson's 99-yard fumble recovery return for a touchdown that really stemmed the tide in this game. He said, it's official. John has made it to the pearly gates. So,
what an emotional day it has been for anyone involved with this football team and those of us on the broadcast crew as well. You want to give scores?
I can give some scores here. Bethel is a final, 35-7 over Myolis. Carleton, 36-34 over Augsburg, also a final. Gustavus, 42-14 over Charlie's Pipers. And the Gophers lost 30-14. St. Cloud State wins over University of Sioux Falls, 30-27.
All right, nice win. Anatoni under a heavy rush booms this one. And fair catch called for by Leffler. Johnny's on top, 40-20.
Well, Mark, it's really going to be emotional for the coach. You know, Jerry Hogan was with John from 4 years as a player, and then from then on until John retired as his number one assistant coach, coordinating the defense. And then factor in Gary Foshing and Damian Dumonso. I mean, these are guys who formed John like so many of the former players of St. John's. So there's where the big emotions will lie.
1st and 10 from the 15. Parr's going to throws it out left side. Pass is caught. Hook and ladder, and they threw it behind Parks, and it goes out of bounds. Play that St. Cloud Cathedral ran real well last night, but ends up with a ball out of bounds. They'll keep the ball with the Tommies as Peiser caught it, tried to hit the fastest guy for the Tommies, and that would be Josh Parks.
And those are things you have to be expecting at this point in the game. I mean, you can't suck up.
We need to pause for station identification. 10 seconds. This is Johnny's Football on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
You've locked onto the flagship of Johnny's Athletics, AM 660, The Bear, WBHR, Sauk Rapids, St. Cloud.
All right, so it is a first down out to the Tommy 25-yard line. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Parra in the pistol. He's thrown 4 interceptions today. And he'll throw it out left side, caught, and tackled immediately is the receiver.
Johnny injured on the play, Mark.
All right, so, and it looks like a cramp or something for one of our defensive linemen, and now he goes down. We got an injury timeout.
I think it's Michael Wozniak with maybe a sprained ankle, or at least a twisted ankle.
Yeah, twisted ankle. He'll hobble off the field, and we'll see if Brinker will come on now as he has been held out. He's got an arm issue that he's working through. All of our injury reports are brought to you by Amdahl Hearing. Your hearing not 100%? Check out the folks at Amdahl Hearing where they amplify life. Talk to Kevin Amdahl and his great staff, and they will take care of you. Amdahl Hearing, 2 locations, one in St. Cloud near Miller Auto and Marine, the other down in Maple Grove near Arbor Lakes. Yes, Charlie?
I was going to say, Nathan Brinker will not be coming back in. He's standing off here talking with some of the coaches. So
okay. All right, well, hopefully he'll be back for the St. Olaf game a week from today. And you know what? You can be celebrating this one into the night, late, into tomorrow morning if you want. But as soon as, film session starts, Johnnies need to refocus on St. Olaf, who got drilled by Bethel today, because they won't come in here and lay down, that's for sure.
Nope, and the coaching staff won't let them. So your point is well taken, though, Mark. This is not the last game of the season. It's not the Nationals championship. So St. John's has to continue to focus on their bigger goals down the road.
Parra's going to throw here. He's going down the seam, and it is high and caught by Slavic, and he's down with a first down at the Johnny 48-yard line. A couple of Johnnies bumped heads there on the tackle. 2 minutes and 5 seconds as they wind the clock. Tommies are out of timeouts. Johnnies have 2, but they're not going to call them. 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Parra, the pistol. Parra has 4 men rush. Parra looking left, and he'll throw, and incomplete. Threw behind the intended receiver that time, and that is Emmett Peisert. Johnny's getting key plays today from a number of guys. Jackson Erdman has had a fantastic afternoon throwing the football. He has set the school record for yards in a single game. He's got to be near 500.
470.
Okay, that's close enough.
28 of 53, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, both in the first half.
2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Second down at 10 from the Johnny 48. Parra taking his time, now whips it out right side. Pass is caught. And the wide receiver getting to the Johnny 41-yard line before Lacoste and a few others take down Will Tuen, the junior out of Green Bay, went to Ashwaubenon High School. Short of a first down by about 3 yards. So it'll be third down with 1:31 to go.
40-20, the Johnnies lead here. Very entertaining game we've had this afternoon. Johnnies throwing the football all over the field. 470 yards of passing yards for Jackson Erdman.
Third down at 3 for the 41. He throws it out left side. Pass is caught. First down. Penalty flag is down. I believe we have our first holding call of the game.
You know, it really has been a clean game. I credit both teams for that. As big of the rivalry as it's been, we haven't had a lot of nonsense after plays or anything like that. Chop block is the call in this situation, as somebody must have been engaged high, and then the lineman, another offensive lineman came and took the legs out of one of our defensive linemen.
The third-ranked team in the country comes into Clemens Stadium and gets doubled up. Nafau Anatoni coming out of the field. Also out there is Luke Koski, senior defensive lineman, also out of Chisago Lakes. Big day for Chisago Lakes graduates in this game. Will Galach and Josh Parks. Third down and call it
20?
Close. 17. Johnny show blitz. Parra. And he steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's out to the 50. Stiff arms a man, and he's out of bounds at the Johnny 48. Got back the yardage lost. And it's going to be fourth down now for St. Thomas. Fourth down and 9 from the Johnny 47-yard line.
Mark, remember at the start of the game we talked about St. John's did not convert a third down against the Tommies in last year's game. St. Thomas in this game is 3 of 14 now on third down. So the Johnnies kind of turn the tables on that statistic.
They're 1 for 7 in the second half. They were 2 for 7 at the half. Parra pump fake, airing it out left side. Hit as he throws. Pass is caught. He's got a first down and more inside the 25, inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line is Will Tunen. And 45 seconds left here.
Real good job by Jocks Parra that time. He had a Kyle Borgeson right on him when he threw that football and still delivered a pass along the sidelines perfectly.
Parra spikes the football to stop the clock with 42 seconds left. Tommies are out of timeouts. Ball will be placed at the Johnny 16-yard line.
Parra is 24 of 50 for 308 yards today, but the 4 big interceptions that he has thrown.
And his completion percentage, which led the nation, will take a major hit as he's under 50% on the day.
Yeah, we talked about those statistics coming in. You know, the competition is such that both these teams are able to compile really impressive statistics, and sometimes that gets a little blown out of proportion.
Second and 10 for the 16. Johnny's blitz. Parra's going to be hit. He's going to be slung down back at the 21-yard line.
Richard Caribou,
the former Storm standout, creating a storm of pressure in the backfield.
And how about those Storm last night? They scored on the last play of the game, and then courageous call to go for 2 and an excellent play call, and they win the game over Alexandria.
3rd and 14 for the 21. To the end zone he goes, and the pass is incomplete. Tipped away by Sam Westby, closing out on the wide receiver, Joe Hurd. It is 4th down and 14 from the 20-yard line.
10 seconds left in the game.
And the Johnnies are the fans are going to storm the field. They're going to celebrate the upset of the third-ranked team in the country.
Yeah, the players are feeling it, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of tears down there on the sidelines for the coaches, the former players. Love John Gagliardi so much, and definitely present in this atmosphere here at Clemens Stadium.
4th and 14 for the 21. Parra back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, and he throws another interception. This one, Lacoste with his second, and the play blown dead with 4 seconds to go.
Richard Caribou a little slow getting up, and he
might have rolled an ankle there. Well, folks, we've had a great day of ordinary men doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. That sums up this win today as St. John's hammers St. Thomas 40-20. Caribou, they're helping him off the field. This isn't good for one of our starting linebackers. Hopefully it's just a rolled ankle.
Rolled ankle, maybe a cramp, but...
Head athletic trainer Scotty Berscheid, member of his staff, out there to assist Caribou off the field. The Johnnies can line up in the victory formation.
Yep.
V for victory.
And the Johnnies will take the knee, and that'll be it here. Jackson Erdman going.
And Erdman celebrating with his classmates, his teammates, and Johnny Nation. The Johnnies take down number 3.
Gary Foshing points to the heavens. And John Gagliardi.
Yeah. Feel free to cry, gentlemen.
The fans are storming the field as Mark predicted, pouring out of the student section and congratulating their victorious St. John's team.
Somebody's got the Gatorade bucket. That's not a good thing. Well, yeah, they were looking for Gary, I'm sure, but I hope they don't get it because he doesn't need that.
And real good job, St. Thomas, staying out there.
Yeah.
Shaking hands with the Johnnies, showing their respect, and I really like to see that kind of sportsmanship.
Yes, because this rivalry at times has been heated, to say the least. But today, St. John's made play after play after play.
And that red at the center of the field, reminiscent of the big victories that John Gagliardi would have, his 400th and then his record-breaking one, 409. When you had everybody pouring out to the center of the field, and that's what we have now with the white helmets in between. A great victory for St. John's today, 40-20 over St. Thomas.
We have the Schoenberg, Cosell, and Hjort Financial Postgame Show coming up, and we'll be starting that shortly on the Granite Logistics Johnny Football Radio Network.
It's time you level up your lemon lime with clear, refreshing Mountain Dew Ice. Why settle for this when you could have this? You want a fist bump that ends in one of those fake explosions? Or a fist bump that ends in an actual explosion? Want to pull up to the party on this? Or arrive in this? Make this musical request? Or this one? Mountain Dew Ice. Clear, refreshing lemon lime, redefined.
You can't participate in our community unless you can afford to come to St. John's. That means you can't lay the groundwork to become a teacher, a doctor, be involved in politics, study abroad, or play sports. That's what the Student Fund is all about. Making sure the next generation of Johnnies can come to St. John's with the help of scholarships. When you support the Student Fund, you make this possible. SJU Student Fund. Each year, every year.
This is the Granite Logistics Johnnies Football Radio Network.
Welcome to the Schoenberg, Cosell, and Hjort postgame show on the Granite Logistics Johnnies Football Radio Network. During the Schoenberg, Cosell, and Hjort postgame show, we'll recap today's Johnnies football game, complete with highlights, coach, and player interviews. Let's head back to the City Auto Glass broadcast booth.
Johnnies turn over the Tommies 6 times today, half dozen. Let's check that stat sheet. That was huge today, as Jack Barra did have a 5-interception day today, and there were also 2 fumbles lost. That is 7. That is 7 turnovers, and that really helped decide this one for the red and white. Johnnies win it by the score of 40-20 and snap a